This is the Simpit. This is me over here. Hey, I know so many windows and so many faces to see. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and the real star of today's show is Hotlap Humpday by Ricmotech. And right out of the gates, let's thank Ricmotech for hosting these great events each and every month. We are down to just 2 more for the year, which blows my mind how fast time flies, especially when you're having fun. And the third Wednesday of every month is my favorite day of the month because that makes it Hotlap Humpday. So here we are at Summit Point Motorsports Park in the Cadillac CTS-V. And I'm going to real quick show you right up there, or over there. Is it over there? I got to get my directions right. The password for the room is GT3 Pro. So look for a hosted room called Hotlap Humpday. It's hosted by Frank Rico, and you can join us with that password GT3 Pro. Now, I have a whole cast of characters to introduce, starting with the animated Robby Unser over there. I say animated because we have a live camera on Robby. He's going to be out there contesting in this great event as well. Also contesting in the event. Hey, Robby, how you doing? I introduced you, but I didn't even say hello. How are you, Robby? Uh-oh. My camera has frozen on Robby. We're going to have to do something on that. We are going to fix that. The not so animated. I spoke too soon. You are not animated just yet, but we're going to resolve that issue here. So how are you, though, Robby?
I'm good. Good. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Let's see here. Let's try to refresh this window and see. It put you in a very interesting position.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought there was a refresh. Bear with me, everyone. It's still locked up. All right, we're going to resolve that in just a moment here. There's you. There we go. There we go. Now we have it all sorted. There's Robby, the way we like to see him. Also with us today and driving on track will be none other than Bryant Highcotter, one of the most accomplished sim racers and real-life racers you're ever going to share the track with. So again, with that password, GT3 Pro, you can join us, hosted room called Hotlap Humpday, hosted by Frank Rico. GT3 Pro is the password. Brian, how are you today?
I'm good, Shaun. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I got to tell you, I am immensely jealous of you, not because of all the things you've gotten to do, but you come into these events and you don't even sim race as regularly as a lot of us, and then you just show everybody how it's done. What is it that makes you so amazing at sim racing when you've just been away from it for a while?
I don't know. I think at some point it's just, the whole 10,000 hours rule. You do enough of it, and you just kind of you don't forget a whole lot of it.
And then it's like riding a bike.
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that last little bit of speed is always going to take a lot of work to find.
That is
and
true.
I'm still working on that with iRacing.
Well, and I noticed, and I've been observing you since you've been joining us in these events, of course, and I noticed that it's not always right out of the gate, but sometimes it's in that last hour that all of a sudden you must find an aha moment, and then that memory kicks in and you're back.
Yeah, I think the older I get, the longer it takes to adapt to anything in life, right? But I think for racing, that's definitely true. I used to be able to just hop in and, 2 corners later, have it all figured out. It's not quite the same anymore.
Oh, that is great. That is great.
And how old are you now? I mean, you're still young.
I'm
What do you
40.
get up to? Yeah. Huh. Yep, another decade and a half, and you'll.
So Robby, you're saying it doesn't just plateau. It's not like you're like, oh, I hit my 40 and boom. No.
It keeps getting worse, dude.
Inspirational thoughts here at the Simpit.
Sorry.
And then also I want to introduce, of course, Kevin Ford on the microphone, calling the action, making us all nervous because right in the middle of your best lap, he will chime in and ask you how your day is doing. Kevin Ford, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great, buddy. Great to see you. Great to be back, and great to have a voice this month. So
that's right.
Yes. I was gasping for air last month to be able to call the race, but happy to be back here. Neat to be back at Summit Point Raceway, Shaun. I'll be honest, I don't know that we have ever come here for Hotlap.
I haven't been here in a long time, and we're in a very high horsepower car. We have.
We've been here on a couple things.
Have we? Okay. Yeah, that's right. We did an open wheel here, I believe.
We did that
once.
crazy we did that Porsche that I hated
Yes,
so bad.
yes,
I
that's
remember
right.
very
That's
well.
right.
We
Yep.
did that. What was it? Almost
Yeah.
like a sports Renault or something.
Yeah, it was one of the
Little
right,
Can-Am
right.
looking things.
Yep.
Because I actually made that show.
Yep.
And then we did an open wheeler here.
Boy, good memory. Jeez, I couldn't. Yeah, now I'm recalling those events. Yeah. Oh, it's a great
it's
place.
embedded
here. I mean,
in my mind.
oh yes,
When you get your
yes.
ass kicked hard enough, it kind of leaves an imprint.
Well, see, Robbie, the whole idea behind this is that it's a challenge, see? So the more that I can get you
I find it
frustrated
very
when
easy
you
to
come
get my ass kicked. I don't find it a challenge at all.
Right.
What part of a challenge is it?
Yeah, right.
It'd be extremely easy.
Yeah. See,
Just
now
go.
you guys see why I don't get behind the wheel in these things. I saved myself all that embarrassment.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, last month was like a raping.
Yeah, right.
I had to go
I
get
tell you what.
I mean, it was the worst I did. I had to go get counseling when I was done. It was that bad.
Counseling. All right.
Counseling. Yep. I love it.
I have one more introduction. I hope he's at the mic available because he's not always there. But Frank Rico, the host of the event, and in fact, I'm going to play the tour because the whole way Hotlap Humpday began was with getting some cameras on at the Ricmotech headquarters in Southern Florida. And that is what made it a party. Now, we've continued to grow our cast here, so we still have that party vibe, as you can feel. But it really was about letting the customers come in and play with the equipment. It was basically what he was doing, giving them food and bribing them with food and letting them play his equipment for free. So I'm going to play a little shot of it. Frank, are you here?
I am here, yeah.
Thank you. I want to thank you for hosting these events every time. I know, at the smallest, anybody's ever hosted anything has to know just what a pain, how much trouble it takes just to make a car and track combo every time. So at the very minimum, which is doing that part, it's a daunting task. And I told everyone every month, like Wednesday, we get to play here and do our Hotlap Humpday, which is, again, in the description of the show, we called it Unknown Track, Unknown Car, because that's what it's all about. We're all seasoned racers, but can you just jump in any car at any track on any given day and perform? I'll call it the Boris Said of racing. I mean, that guy's raced everything. Boris Said, my favorite racer, because the guy's literally put his foot in just about every kind of car there is on planet Earth. But anyway, that is what the theme of Hotlap Humpday. So thank you, Frank. Thank you for putting these on.
Sure.
Any idea when we will see people back at Ricmotech? I mean, just out of curiosity.
Hopefully, in 2022, we can start doing this type of event. At this point, we need to finish building out the showroom, have everything operational, just with shortages, product shortages. We're still kind of struggling with that. I don't want to take product off the shelf, put it on the split when customers need to get it, especially for the holidays. But I think once that pressure goes away in the new year, we can justify doing that, get everything 100% up and running. Because if I'm going to get people in here, I don't want to have only half the rigs operational.
Right.
So, but hopefully, beginning of the year. I don't think COVID is as much a scare anymore. So, I think we're going to do it.
Right on. Well, I look forward to seeing cameras there in the headquarters again. It always made the music. Made the music.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael influenced my word. Always, but it worked. Always made the event though. Getting that being able to see the guys there playing as well.
Oh yeah. It's fun to do. It's boring to sit by myself.
No doubt. Well, we will do our best to put on a good show.
All right, I appreciate it.
So with that, I'm about ready to head out on track. I don't know if it looks like Robbie's out on track already. Brian,
I've hit already every wall.
every wall. All right.
Hit every wall.
I
Yeah,
haven't
Shaun,
made it through 2
have a
corners
few
yet.
drivers out on track now. Andrus Lissen's joining us again. Andrus has been quite a competitor in our Hotlap Humpday here in the recent months. Thomas Dudek, great to see Thomas out there tonight. Of course, Robbie's out on track. He's holding down P3 right now with the first lap completion. We won't go over his time right now. We'll wait till he actually gets
You need a calendar to take my time.
Yeah, he started on Monday, and by Tuesday he had made his way around corner 2. Sean's out on track.
This thing, I got to look in the rearview mirror to see where the hell I'm going.
Right.
Oh, this is
Well, I tell you, she's a sensitive one, this old Cadillac.
Such a big, heavy car for this track.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I don't know what I got. I got the wrong. So.
I need my stiffer throttle spring.
Seriously, got that.
Right,
Now,
so
one
I
thing-
have an iRacing question. I'm going to show my inexperience with iRacing again.
Sure.
Does anybody know why my paint that I painted in the iRacing without using trading paints isn't showing up in the session? I saved it.
Do you have trading paints running?
Most likely.
Let's go down to your system tray there on the bottom right, and let's exit out of trading paints, and then hit Control R in the session, and see if that gets you back to your trading or back to your iRacing base paint.
Hold on. All right, let's see here. That didn't work, but I wonder if I restart iRacing now that trading paints isn't running.
Yeah. You could just jump out of the session. Don't disconnect. Just come out of the session and then come right back in again. Boy, it's nice to hear the thunder of these Cadillacs roaring around here, though.
And I do know whatever we were in before, you could run full throttle through a lot of things, whereas this,
Not so much. Nope.
we're dancing.
Yep.
Matt Adams, I don't know if you're watching the stream. I'm on baseline, so as of now, I have nothing. I'm sure someone will share something. It's pretty common for people to be generous here.
Andrews has the best time so far with a 109.825 on the board. Thomas Dudek in that number 83 this evening coming in with a 110.965. Just a little bit over a second there difference between our top 2 drivers. Shaun Cole getting his first time on the board here at Summit Point Raceway tonight for round 11 in 2021. This is our final qualifier tonight. Shaun coming in with a 1:14.484, back about 4 seconds. He'll be picking that time up, I'm sure, here as gets that throttle work figured out. Going to be a little tough to dance around this small track with all that horsepower. This is going to be an interesting competition tonight. We decided to go with a free car and a free track, so everyone can come out and join us this evening.
I'm really glad you mentioned that it's a free car, free track.
Yeah. No purchases necessary here on iRacing tonight. Of course, we're in the hosted sessions, and the password GT3 Pro. GT3 Pro. That'll get you in this evening. Come on out and join us. If you happen to win tonight's event, well, guess what? It'll be your lucky day because it's going to put you into the final event coming up in December. That'll be the 3rd Wednesday of December. It'll be about a week out from Christmas will be our final event for Hotlap Humpday of 2021. And something very special about that event is the 11 invitees, the drivers that won the prior 11 events, will be competing in that final championship to actually win $500 in sim racing equipment from Ricmotech Racing Simulators there in Miami, Florida. So big prizes being given away next month. We're looking forward to some heavy-duty driving and a pretty intense combination coming up, Shaun, next month. So I'm sure those drivers are going to be quite curious as to what in the world we're going to throw at them.
I could seriously use $500 for the Ricmotech gear.
Boy, wouldn't that be nice, huh? So, Robby, maybe next month we will hand the gavel over to you to make the call on the car and track. How would you like to have those honors for next month?
Well, you picked a track. I'd just run something like an LM2 or something good.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Something good, he
I
says.
mean, we still haven't ever run an Indy car or that new
Oh, well, you know, that's
crazy
true.
thing that they've done.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
what's it called? I don't know, that '01 thing.
Oh, you're talking about the new iRacing Indy car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
thing they
01.
made up or whatever.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to dance
I've
in that one?
driven it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's nice actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what I like about it is that it's the
Yeah, we are
IndyCar
running
is a
100%
lot of-
fuel, so you might want to adjust that.
The IndyCar is a lot of adjustments, whereas they didn't really give you that many adjustments on that.
The regular one.
That
Yeah.
that one that they made up.
Oh, the one they made up doesn't have a lot of
Yes.
adjustments. Okay, gotcha. But it's fun to drive, though, huh? Nice car.
It's fast.
Yep. Well, you never know. You never know what's going to play out when we
Or
start
even an
planning
Indy
these
Lights
things.
cars I like a lot.
Yeah, those are fun. Absolutely.
Or the USF whatever car.
Yep, USF 2000. Yep. Boy, a lot of combinations to think about. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one to come up with for next month. We have quite a few ideas on paper, but a lot of good
and then
ideas
also,
coming at us.
I
here.
like it when we do the GT3 or have multiple cars.
Yeah, that is fun, doing
Honestly,
multiple cars
I do
in
like
it. Sure.
that.
Yep.
And there's so many classes in iRacing that are doing that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the multi-class is really becoming big.
I have a little problem today.
Uh-oh, what's going on, Sean? Do tell.
I believe my racing system, not the one I'm streaming from, needs a format.
Uh-oh.
I am having an app data folder problem.
Mm.
And this is I've been able to delete them but I can't delete it now that I'm in the room.
Oh, right.
I
Yeah.
could probably leave the room and delete it. But yeah, it's not allowing me to change my setup. And I'm like, oh, I know what that is. I'm having this problem with a few other programs right now.
Oh, gosh.
So there's something wrong with that. And to me,
Well,
when in
without
doubt,
being able to...
format.
Yeah. I should say. Now, I know I wouldn't recommend doing it at this moment.
No, but I probably could drop out of the room, and that should.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
here, so.
yeah. That would be all right.
And then I can delete the iRacing app data folders.
Yeah. Well, we still okay. Your broadcast system is still up.
Yeah, it
would just be your rig that has to be redone.
I can
one
even
camera would drop out.
I can even let people see what I'm doing.
So we can continue to chat and everything.
Yeah. No
Nice.
I'm not racing for a moment. iRacing Electron. What's that folder?
I'll tell you, Andrew Slizzens, he's down to a 109.759 now. Picked up another 10th there off Thomas Dudek, who's holding down P2 in that number 83. He has a 110.965 right now on the board. Shaun Cole, not far behind, a 110.302. Actually, my board is not showing the leader. I need to get that there. It went now. It just switched. Thomas Dudek jumping up to a 110 flat now with a .064 on the board. Matt Adams joining us here this evening with his 110.899. Great to see Matt out here tonight. And, of course, Phil Scrutton out here this evening. He's always a regular here at the Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday. Great to see Phil out there in his number 420 tonight with a 113.257 on the board. Robby Unser now finds himself down in the 113s. He's sitting just behind Phil with a 113.622.
What do you think we're going to have lap-wise?
Oh, I don't see anybody getting in the 108s, but that's possible. It's possible. But I'm thinking low 109s will probably be the best time.
Thank you, Callum. I'm going to see if that worked before we go deleting the other folders, which it wasn't allowing me to because I think there's some trace hint of iRacing running in the background. Ooh, I like your Valvoline paint scheme. It's kind of Valvoline looking. Robby?
Is that what I
Yeah,
got?
that's sharp. Yeah, it looks sharp. Yeah, it is Valvin-esque looking.
I saw does it have an American flag on it?
It's red, white, and
No.
blue.
Just red, white, and blue stripes down the sides.
Huh. I thought I picked a chrome thing out of... Whoa.
Whoa!
That's weird. My car looks like... Oh, yeah. I got trading paints on and I picked a chrome thing. It looks like a BMW.
So I went to a matching Robby camera angle. All right, let's see if we can save a setup. I'm back.
You don't have... Do you have a camera on?
Yeah. Oh,
Or
I
just
just...
you two?
Yeah, you don't see it, but it's here. Look, it did save my setup, by the way. It just didn't tell me it did. That is the weirdest thing. You
So
guys...
15, 16 laps?
Oh, it's still telling me. We'll see in a minute. How much fuel do we have? Oh, that's weird. It works. It's just not... It's telling me there's an error saving my setup, but it looks like it saved it anyway.
Oh, good.
And what was your
So
question,
you're
Robby?
back in action.
I am back
I
from
forgot
outer
now.
space.
Oh, how many laps?
Oh, yeah. Kevin, that's your department.
How many laps? Sorry, Robby, I was making an adjustment here.
Like
let me
about 16?
let me do some math on this for you. Stand by here. Get you some calculations.
If memory serves me correct on this car, by the way, Robby, it gets slower every lap very quickly because it wears its tires so heavily.
Yeah, if anybody has possible burn rate lap use average on fuel, if anybody can throw me that, I'm gonna say it's probably close to a 0.8 a lap. This car, I'm guessing, 0.8 gallons. But he has JRT or program out there that can get us that accurate numbers here. Looking at about 13 laps.
Okay. So maybe what do you think on gallons then? 9 says 27.9. Choice.
Well,
7.9 is...
Nope.
That says 19.3 when I...
Oof. Yeah, that's not. Well, how much? What's your burn rate per lap?
Hell if I know.
Oh, okay.
I just
I'm
know that the
guessing around
iRacing-
0.80. I'll tell you, Andrus is turning one heck of a lap here in this car. Wow, down to a 109.428. Boy, I don't know. We may see 108s. Holy smokes. He's got a good one going here. Coming to the line. Let's see what he lays down on this lap.
I guess 9.2 gallons says 22.6.
109.274.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yep. Matt Adams, boy, putting out a great showing here. A 109.731 out of that number 6 here this evening. Of course, we're in practice mode here. We've shifted gears just a little bit. We'll be running 2 hours of practice leading up to our 30-minute qualifier that will actually take the top 15 drivers. into our final event here this evening. This will be our final qualifying event to award a final invite to the last driver, the 11th driver from this year, to actually go to the final event.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? How's it in London?
He's on London time. Ooh, Shaun Cole down into the 109 just now with a 109.778. As we see Matt Adams now shoot his time up to a 109.421. We watch Andrew Slizens get a little loose there coming out of turn 2, going up on the embankment a little bit there.
Oh. Yeah, I really do need a stronger throttle pedal today.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this car at all.
It's like driving the NASCAR Cup car around.
Kinda is. And I can't touch. I mean, I even think about touching a curb and it just.
Well, good evening.
Come on. Ah. Oh, I have voice chat off in game. It looks like too deep. Come on.
Check, here we go. Welcome, everybody. Great to see all of you here for round 11 of 2021. That's right. We're here at Summit Point Raceway tonight in the old Cadillac. As tonight, we are awarding the final invite to our championship for next month, where 11 drivers will battle it out to win $500 in sim racing equipment from Ricmotech Racing Simulators out of Miami, Florida. Great to see everyone tonight as we get ready for the next hour and a half of qualifying, and looking forward to that 30-minute qualifier that will be coming up. Get ready for the top 15 drivers. That's what we're taking tonight into the final event. The top 15 drivers tonight will move into our final showdown to decide who wins the 11th edition of this year and will be the final invitee to compete in the championship next year, or I'm sorry, next month, for that final Hotlap Humpday championship to win $500 in sim racing gear. We'll be talking more about tonight's competition coming up here. Right now, we've just got a lot of practice out there on track, so let's keep our situation awareness up and keep an eye on those drivers coming out of that final corner there. That F3 is your best friend when you're out here on the track. Let's put it to good use, guys. Good luck tonight. Let's keep it clean out there.
Copy that. Hey, Dan. Yeah, cold. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's just starting to get cold here at night only. Peter, I hope Kevin just answered any questions you might have. One thing to make it clear, though, this event is open to everybody. All you need to do is go to the hosted section on iRacing, look for a room called Hotlap Humpday or hosted by Frank Rico, and the password is right up there, GT3 Pro. And that's how you get in, and it's a free car, free track, so open to anybody and everybody. And I know he laid out the law for how long practice and qualifying and how the main event will run down. Dan Loki, right now, my favorite sim is still currently iRacing. Other sims are R-Factor 2's making some progress in some ways, but iRacing is still simplified to where, you know, I can get my friends up and running in a matter of minutes. So, and not have to tech support them for eternity. So that's really the big difference for me on the two. right there. All right, so I got to trim some time though. We're in 4th place. Car feels, I don't know how. Oh, back to 5th. My buddy Phil just knocked me off the 4th spot.
Yes, he did.
Oh, there's Mr. Brian Heitcotter sitting in 3rd.
Yep, Brian jumps up on the board now with a 109.557. He's already just 0.3 back out of our driver in that number 99. Andrew Slizzens up in P1.
Are you in first or second through all these S's, Shaun?
2nd. If anything, If anything, I'm going to undergear this thing all day long, probably. I hope I didn't just hurt my splitter. I'm on cold tires. Let's just not do that. Oh, another fast guy just showed up. Yeah, I'm not going into first anywhere.
Okay, turn 1's also second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cars everywhere.
Well, for our viewers out there that want to come out and join us in the final edition for 2021, or at least the final qualifying edition for that big championship event coming up in December. Join us tonight here. Just go on over to iRacing, jump into the hosted sessions there, and look for Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday. Frank Rico is the host of that session, and the password GT3 Pro. Again, GT3 Pro, all lowercase. That'll get you into the session and out on track tonight. We have we're pushing now 13 garages already taken up here. We do have 62 garages here available for tonight's final qualifying event for this year. So come on out and be a part of the action here. Let's see what you can get done in this Cadillac CTSV out here at Summit Point Raceway. Robby Unser chipping away at his time now, up to P7 already with a 111.555. Hammering away at Thomas Dudek. Thomas feeling a little pressure from Robby now in that number 83. He's still holding on to his 110.064, which he has had for some time now. So Thomas struggling just a little bit to chip away at some more of that time on his clock. Nicholas Mucanos coming out to join us here this evening. Great to see Nicholas with us.
Kevin, your audio pop came in right when you did whatever change when you were trying to talk to everybody. That's when the audio pop started happening.
All right, you have a copy now? We coming in clear?
Yeah, super
That's better.
clear. Throttle control. Oh, another fast guy just joined the ranks. Mike Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, Mike Dam is here to do some damage. Yep, boy, we are getting the heavy hitters tonight. Coming out in droves here this evening.
Nah. No, come on, dummy. Screwed up a good thing, didn't ya? Matt Wagner, why are you not in here? GT3 Pro. Hotlap Humpday is the hosted room name, hosted by Frank Rico of Ricmotech. Get in here. You're so worthy. Oh, I'm not worthy. Look at that. Turn 1 is not where I would like Kevin chime in my ear or for me to answer questions. I'm having trouble on both ends of turn 1. On entry, I'm really still not getting my braking right, and on exit, I am definitely not getting my throttle right.
Yeah, let me know when you're approaching turn 1, Sean. I'll be sure to ask you some questions.
I knew it.
You bet, man. I'm here to please.
Dan Loki, I would say far from perfect. I mean, I'm going to applaud iRacing on their physics. I really will. But I am far from saying that they're perfect. I think they have really good physics, and they have a very predictable physics. You know, ice racing. It's still ice racing. So, yeah. I mean, I've driven a lot of cars. I've never had any that just so slippery-ish. Speaking of cars, oh my God, I had the most triumphant moment yesterday, you guys. You ready for this?
Oh, do tell.
2 years in the making. We actually turned over our little 924 yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah, it actually came to life. We are like throwing some brake pads on away from rolling around the block. And December 3rd, we're going to Willow Springs. And
Nice.
I am just super excited. It has been so many hours of work. And I will say, for a Lemons car, it is a really nicely prepped car.
It's a pretty daggone good car.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
I mean, we haven't done anything fishy. There's nothing extra or awesome on it, but it's a really well prepped car.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you guys ever run any ovals? No. So, Brandon, it's a little hard to do a round for a hot lapping competition, a round track. So, no, we really haven't.
You mean an oval?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did. Let's see. We did
No.
one.
We did a couple road courses that are on ovals.
That may be. That may have been what it was that we did. Yeah, we
Right.
did we did Charlotte Road Course with the Xfinity car or the Cup car, one or the other. I can't. That was about a year ago, I believe.
Yeah. And the fun one we did Loudon with that truck. With the
Oh
off-road
gosh,
truck.
yeah.
Turn on my audio.
Loudon was
Sorry, Phil, I didn't
fantastic.
hear you, but thank you.
And Sean missed that one, and it was a good one.
Boy, that was a real blast.
What'd I miss?
Well, the Loudon Speedway. We did the road course with the off-road trucks.
Oh, what?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that was a.
It was really the
scream.
most fun we've
Yeah.
ever.
That was a scream.
So you're like, Sean's not here. Let's do something really cool.
Something
and
really
different.
fun.
Well, you
Yes.
failed. No, and who?
Devin.
Who was
Oh,
It was Devin. Devin was
Yeah,
with us
that
on
was
that.
Devin.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. But that was fun. This would be
Yeah.
a fun track for it.
Oh boy, wouldn't it
And
though?
take
Yep.
off the off tracks.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, the guys over at Apex Racing League, they put together a super truck series last season that they ran over there, and I tell you what, they didn't have a big turnout for it. They only had about 15 drivers, but let me tell you something. That was some of the most exciting racing, and those drivers just absolutely had a blast. You were allowed to cut corners, off tracks, and incidents were turned off, so you could just drive wherever you wanted to get around
Or
the
you
course.
could make it if you basically,
If you could make it, you could make
Kind
it.
of,
Right. Yeah. So, you would cut through the grass on some of the corners, but in some cases, there might be some bumps or undulation in
Right,
that
it
section
wouldn't
of the
work.
grass. Right. It wouldn't work. Sure.
And
So,
you still don't get any grip on grass. I
No,
don't care what you
no.
say.
all right.
yeah, but
So I praised iRacing. Now I'll bitch iRacing. all right?
okay.
Where the F for the steel ramps, right? I mean, like, could the Robby
I know,
Gordon,
yeah.
steel
Yeah,
ramps
let's get
be
some
not
of that.
added?
That really would be good.
It could be easily
Yep.
implemented into every track, like, over friggin' night. And where is it? I mean, and it might
Why
even...
can't it be a choice?
And exactly, just one of the options. Like, oh, okay, so we're at Summit, regular Summit, not Jefferson. We're at regular Summit, steel ramps.
Yep.
And
you can either have 2 or 4 or whatever. You check however many you want on the track.
Well, you can just have it as a track choice.
Yeah, I ain't get
track choice with ramps.
The Robby Gordon track setup.
I think it might break the sim. Like, I mean, maybe they're afraid of too much fun and too much success, so they don't do it, right? You know?
We're gonna taunt them until they do.
That's
right?
all I can imagine. Every Friday night it would be a madhouse. It would be awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
And at the very least, cool. Give us a trial
Absolutely.
at Long Beach. You know.
There you go. Yep.
So.
Or even New Jersey Motorsports Park would be another fun one to do. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I need to make some things happen. We've been dropped to 5th. What's our cutoff? Or have you told us a cutoff? Is that are you rolling your Dungeons and Dragons dice, Kevin, to pick our over under for the event?
I'm screwed. I can't get it.
Oh, he went on public audio. That corner has been killing me, by the way.
Me too. But this one's not doing any better.
This one, you third. I was 4th, and then I found I'm slowing down too much, and I got to go to 3rd. But I might not need it. And I'd been going to 5th because the car just seemed to turn better in 5th there than it did in 4th. 2nd through there, still in 2nd. And then here's the debatable is my shifting point for 3rd here. I've been like shifting on the let off so I have less torque through here in 3rd. But I'm not sure that's the way to go, because if you could do it right in 2nd, you'd be able to get through there faster, I do believe. 5th. Down to 4th. I've been doing this corner way too hot, and once again, way too hot. Not way, but we got.
So you're 4th through that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's Matt Adams running P2. Go, Matt. The other thing I will say, Robbie, is this car really hates early downshifting.
Yeah, Matt's having a great night out there tonight. My goodness. He and Slizzens are going to battle it out. Of course, Mike Dam out there with a 110.755. We always see Mike leaping up the ladder quite quickly as he gets himself acclimated to the car. Mike only 5 laps in so far into his session. Edgar Sancinelli, just 7 laps in. Edgar coming out tonight representing Frito Sport Racing. Great to see Frito Sport out here tonight in the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Shaun Cole holding down P6. Shaun going to make sure that he gets into that final event tonight.
Oh,
does not want to miss out on that.
I'm making her. I'll be really mad. Really mad. What was I?
Free track, free car tonight. Great combination. Do not have to make a purchase if you're already an iRacing member. Just come on out. Look for us in the hosted sessions. We are listed under Ricmotech Hotlap Hump Day Challenge. That's right. Ricmotech Hotlap Hump Day happens the 3rd Wednesday of every single month. And, of course, we are in our 11th edition or our 11th round here for 2021. Next month on the 3rd Wednesday, we will have that final big championship event. And I'll tell you, man, I am really looking forward to that as it is going to bring the heat. The top 11 drivers, the drivers that won the 11 championships this year, will be competing for $500 in Ricmotech Racing Simulator equipment from that beautiful, I call it the Disneyland of sim racing facilities, really. Be like a kid in a candy store when you walk into that place down there in Miami.
I've got stadium seating in my studio for that event.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Boy, Frank, maybe we need to think about having some COVID-proof seating for that final event, huh? See if we could set up some bleachers in the Ricmotech parking lot down there, have a big screen on the window out front.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. And Brian Ostrike, we are talking and fantasizing about it. There's been no announcement of anything going. Andrew would join, but he's literally waiting on his new Fanatic Ricmotech wheel hub to go so he could complete his wheel and be racing again. I know it took him a very long time to decide on the wheel rim that he was going to do. And mission accomplished.
What's he getting?
Andrew, what exactly did you order? Please bestow upon us.
Oh, man, we hit the 8s. 108.899. Andrus Slizzens in that number 99. What a time up on the board. I really did not think we'd see 108s here tonight, but he's gotten it done, and a 10th to the good. And, of course, the number 93, Mike Dam, as we talked about, he's jumped up on the board now to his 109.038, putting him P2. Matt Adams now dropping down to P3. And here we go. Sean Sebring working his way up the board in that 007 car. 109.449. He's literally just a half a second off our leader up there in P1. Well, what a time out of Andrus Slizzens tonight in that number 99. Andrus getting it done. 108.899. Robby and I were just speaking on the air that we did not think it was possible to hit a 108 here tonight, but Andrus has found a way to get it done. Mike Dam now pulls himself into the 108s with a 108.966. He's showing a great job out there tonight. Matt Adams in that number 6 now finds himself down in P3, but still in a safe area here, guys. Qualifying will be coming up here in about 55 minutes. But as we see it right now with 15 drivers in our session, now 16 drivers as David Clymer has entered. And again, we will be taking the top 15 from qualifying tonight. The top 15 will make it into the first event this evening. I did also want to mention that the winner of tonight's event will be taking home one of those beautiful Ricmotech Racing Simulator t-shirts. If you want to check those out, head over to ricmotech.com and see all the plethora of sim racing equipment there, but also go to apparel and check out that t-shirt, man. It's pretty sharp. Has a real funny saying on the back about sim racing. Be sure to check it out at ricmotech.com.
Ah, too deep.
Alright, I've got one last idea to try to get this paint working. I'm just going to restart the whole computer. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame, Brian. Gosh.
When all else
Sometimes you
fails.
just turn it off, turn it back on.
Yep, that's right.
There's Mr. Frank.
Oh, there's Frank.
All right.
So,
sorry, guys.
Hey, no problem. Hey, we have a grand idea for you here. So for next month, I'm seeing in front of the Ricmotech building a set of bleachers and a big screen TV at the front of the building so that you can broadcast this championship event that will be taking place to give away that $500 in Ricmotech. Are we going to call it Ricmo Bucks? What do you think, Frank? Are we,
Ricmo Bucks. Yep.
There we go. Yeah.
Ah, come on, dummy Cole.
Was that you getting sideways? Jeez. Did you have to wreck it that bad, Sean? Goodness.
They should buy bleacher features from the game Wreckfest. So I should have shattered. I should have shattered
right.
those advertisements there.
Yep.
No,
Watch out, Andrew.
looking at it, they still have more car damage to do before I worry about signs. It looked like a...
Oh, we have a new leader up at the top of the board, Matt Adams. He's here to take care of business tonight. A 108.864, clipping Andrus Slizzens by 300ths of a second now. Mike Dam finds himself back down in P3 with his 108.966. Sean Sebring in that 007 still holding on to P4 with a 109.449.
Wags, did you get out here? I talked to you into it? Good, good. Free car, free track. Andrew, if you haven't even ordered it, I now negate your reason for not being here. That means if you've taken your wheel, your operational wheel off your rig in anticipation of what has not even been ordered, then I'm going to have to slap you. As a good friend, I'm going to have to slap you. So, yes, you should put whatever operational wheel you have on and get out here. Ha!
Yeah, that's Sim Racer 101.
Yeah,
Never pull your rim.
Not until it is in your hand.
In hand, that's right.
And I know you've prevented installing gear before waiting for like the right moment. So it's like, it's not just that you have the gear, but you have the time to put it on. You know, you can unbox it and look at it, but you don't do that. Oh, the safety screw. Okay, now in all fairness, most people run Fanatic wheels, and everybody out there, give me your opinion on this, but most people run Fanatic wheels without the safety screw. And I've argued with Thomas Yackermeyer, the CEO of Fanatic, over this, because he's like, you don't have to run the safety screw. And I'm like, yeah, but it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. I've never,
I'm with you.
I've heard of people talk about, bent pins, and, well, I don't have that problem. So, all right.
That's right.
All right, I'll cut you some slack then. All right, I'm ready to stretch the legs, but I noticed that Robby's not here, so I think I'm going to wait for Robby's return.
Yeah, wait for Robby to come back, and then
quick. So let's see if we can do something. I'm getting a little hot, too. I've got this room is cooking as usual. Too many computers running, too much going on. And the hottest room in the house, even without that. It just... ASIM experience. Check it out. The password's right up there. GT3 Pro. If you go to the hosted section on iRacing, look for a room. The name should be something like Hotlap Humpday. And it is hosted by Frank Rico. And the password is GT3 Pro. We are running a free car and a free track, which means anyone and everybody with an iRacing account could be out here running with us. Oh, there's Robby.
How far
see
back
Robby's-
am I now?
See Robby's doggy back there.
Yeah, he's, shall we say, a little fucked up right now.
Yeah, right. Yep.
He just got his trazodone, man. He's all out of it. He's walking.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah, I thought he looked a little loopy there.
He's a little screwed up.
Yeah. Poor thing. Well, I tell you, the times being laid down here are absolutely amazing. 108.864 out of Matt Adams, and that number 6 here this evening. Driving the Cadillac CTS-V at Summit Point Raceway tonight, folks. If you want to come out and join us, password GT3 Pro, as Shaun just mentioned. You'll find us in the hosted sessions over there on iRacing. This is our final event of the year here. Yeah. Oh, Mike Dam takes a 108.649 to the line. Unbelievable time. My goodness. I tell you, we knew Mike was going to climb that board fast when he got in here. Wow. 12 laps. That's all it took for him to work his way right up to the top of the board. Unbelievable.
And we have a new driver at the top of the board, that number 93 Extreme Motorsports driver, Mike Dam, past champion over there on Monday nights. And I'll tell you what, he certainly knows how to drive a sim car. 108.649, getting it done here this evening up at the top of the board, putting the heat on for Matt Adams and Andrew Slizens, as those two are really pushing the pressure on now to get back up to the number 1 spot. Shaun Cole holding on to P6. Great to see Shaun out there with us tonight. We do thank him for all of his support with our Hotlap Humpday competition each month. Brian Highcotter is logged back in. We'll see what Brian can get done out here. He's having a little tech issues there, so we'll look forward to Brian in that number 87. We do appreciate Brian Highcotter taking a break from his real driving aspirations out there on the real track. So great to have Brian here with us again tonight.
All right, I will be right back in a flash. I'm going to put my TV camera on most exciting. Is that what you want? What do you want, Kevin?
That sounds great. I'll do most exciting. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, most exciting and current. There you go. All right. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, bud.
Michael, do you mean mine? Do you mean my mic? You mean this mic is too quiet? My mic. All right, I'll be right back, everybody.
Robby, as always, I've picked a car and
It'll be fixed.
combination that is your favorite. What are the things that you like about it most here tonight, I must say?
Well, it's not that bad of a car. I don't know the track that well.
Ah,
And
okay.
I haven't figured out really what I want for set. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what does
sure.
this car want settings wise?
Yep.
I'm screwing with diff now. If I could put the throttle down, it would help a lot.
Hey, Matt Wagner, great to see you, buddy. Get out there and get some laps on the board here. We have about 45 minutes remaining in our practice session here as we're leading up to that qualifying coming up at the next top of the hour. And that's when we'll begin 30 minutes of qualifying. All drivers, you'll have 30 minutes to get yourself into the top 15 on the leaderboard. Again, that will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 2 a.m. GMT. Oh, my bad. That is 1 a.m. GMT. 1 a.m. GMT.
User left your channel.
Yeah, Robby, after driving this thing a couple laps, I think the diff does feel funny, like it's too tight on acceleration and deceleration, maybe.
Yeah, I've tightened it up as much as I can on decel just to stabilize the braking, and like it really lets me get into that. Oh, into the middle straightaway good. And I'm now almost I've opened the diff on acceleration as much as I can. And it does help me put the throttle down a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, it started getting rear grip. So now I'm pushing. You know what I mean? Like I open the diff enough that when you push the throttle, it doesn't step out, it actually goes forward.
Yeah.
And now it's pushing.
Yeah.
You know.
User joined your channel.
Well, I tell you what, we're getting quite a turnout here tonight. Nicholas Marcinho joining us, another driver from the Extreme Motorsport Series, and Tyler Vickery coming out to join us here tonight in that number 24. Great to see him out here with us again. Of course, Kenneth Estep in that number 66. He'll be hitting the track here momentarily. He is in his pit stall right now. I'm seeing on the board here. Got our eyes on Phil Stratton coming down into turn one here in that number 420. And, of course, the 007, Sean Sebring now making a good run here, trying to get his time up on the board. Of course, he's sitting with a 109.449 at the time, P5 on the leaderboard. Whoa, we see a driver getting loose behind him there. I think that was Phil Stratton actually losing. And Nicholas Marcinho joining us in the session from France. Great to see Nicholas here tonight. Hey, Robby, you have a fan out there saying hi to you. Tyler Vickery saying hello to you.
Hey, Tyler, how's it going?
Oh, hit the mic button and
Not my pit limiter button. Hi, Tyler, how's it going? You know, I gotta move my buttons. My pit limiter and my radio are too close.
Yep.
You're Yeah, I was in one of these, I don't know, that Porsche I love so much. I
Oh,
drove
yeah.
it at fucking Jose Carlo Pace, whatever.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I get raped one night. And so I go in and do that, and Tyler was in there. He won the race.
Oh,
I
did he?
actually
Yeah.
ran 10th until the last lap, and then
Oh, goodness.
you wouldn't think it was long enough to step on as much as I step on it, but apparently it is.
That's great. Yeah, Tyler, he has some legs under him. That boy can drive a car, I'll tell you. Yeah.
So I'm trying now with, like, Brian, I'm on 4 clutch plates, 20-degree preload, 80 on my drive, and 35 on my coast.
Like, damn, jeez, all the way down to a 108.487. Unbelievable the time this guy is putting down out here. I just really did not think we'd see 108s, Robbie. This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, look at who we're talking about. Some of these guys shooting there.
Oh, Mike Dam. He just keeps chipping away at that time, now down to a 108.487, knocking off a couple more tenths. Andrus, man, he has given it all he has out there. He's now down to a 108.795. These top 3 drivers slowly starting to walk away here. Matt Adams in that number 6 here with a 108.864. Brian Hightotter moving his way up the board now, went from P7 to P4 with his 109.115, and Nicholas Mucanos. Nicholas doing a great job, buddy, a 109.191. Great to see you back out here tonight.
We are now 40 minutes away from qualifying. I'd like to go ahead and take a moment and give you a rundown on how our event is going to take place tonight. We will have dual 15-minute sprint races. Again, there will be dual 15-minute sprint races. Qualifying will be 30 minutes in length for race 1. We'll have 30 minutes to get your clean qualifying lap in. We are only taking the top 15 drivers into race 1. Again, just the top 15 drivers. As it stands right now, we have 21 drivers in the session laying down times on the board. So 6 drivers will not make it into our race session tonight. The top 15 drivers will compete in race 1. Out of race 1, we will be taking the top 12 drivers for the final event here this evening. The final event will have an inverted grid of the top 7 drivers. Again, there will be an invert of the top 7 for race 2. The final winner of race 2 tonight will take home that Ricmotech High Performance Sim Racing t-shirt, and they will be invited to compete in the final championship event coming up on the 3rd Wednesday of December of next month. That'll be about a week before Christmas, and the winner of that event, the top 11 winners of all of our events from this year, will be competing for $500 in Ricmotech simulator equipment. Again, $500, man. That is a great gift to win here right before the holidays. So we'll look forward to this final event here tonight. We just want to make sure that everybody is aware we're out here having fun in all of these events. We appreciate you guys that have come out and competed in each one of these events throughout the year. And I want to make sure that everybody does understand that if the winner of tonight's event is already an invitee and they have already won one of the events this year, then the ticket goes to the next driver. If the second place driver is already an invitee into that championship event, it will then go to the third place driver. So don't think that just because you did not win the final event tonight, hang tight. You need to make sure and clarify that that first place winner has not already won. So again, tonight's event, you walk away with that victory, you'll be competing for that $500 next month.
Robbie, my mic still holding all right?
Yeah. Ah. tree just to stop this piece of shit.
That's one way to bring it to a halt. Something interesting in history that I was watching last night on the History Channel. They were showing back in 1935, there were experiments being done with basically a rocket car that was placed on a set of rails, like a train. And I can't recall the engineer's name that came up with this test module, but it basically was he called it an air train, and it traveled on rails. It had 10 times the G-forces of what an astronaut experiences.
Wow.
The thing went from 0 to 615 miles an hour in 5 seconds.
Wow.
And
Oh,
came
is that
to
that thing they used to test all the
Yes.
like the pilots and shit on?
Exactly. That's exactly
to
what
see
it
if they
was.
could-
Yep.
mhm.
They
It'd
put
go
this.
and then it stopped like a
It
son of a
stopped
bitch.
within a second. Yeah. And so when the one pilot that they showed in the clips, of course it was old black and white footage, but when they took him out of the unit after he finished the first run, the fillings in his teeth had literally been sucked out of his teeth. It was quite horrifying. The guy was just, 2 broken wrists just from the impact of the stop. His helmet was split in half. But he survived it. The guy survived it. But boy, I'll tell you what, he was hurting. Broken ribs. I mean, he was in pretty bad shape.
I think I met his grandkid.
Oh, did you? No
Yeah,
kidding.
walking around dizzier than shit.
Is that right? Wow.
Kidding.
That's a good one, man. You thought you had me, didn't you? That's great.
I have gone to the absolute loosest diff you can have on acceleration.
Okay.
I have yet to spin the inside tire.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this car just will not. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yep.
You take any clutches away yet?
I'm on one clutch.
Wow.
Dude, I am on you can't get the diff any looser for acceleration, but I'm tight on decel. You know what I mean? Because honestly, putting it on max angle for decel really made a difference on like getting into these. I don't know what corner it is that I'm in now. The end of the mid straightaway. Yeah.
Well, yet. Nice improvement on your time there, Robbie. All the way up to P11 now with a 110.117. Man, you're just outside of the 109s. Nice job. Oh, Shaun, are you back with us? Did you
Sorry,
sneak
Mike.
back into the rig?
Yeah, I was trying to get a little quiet time.
Yeah. I'm seeing that. So let me get my camera off of most exciting that you just left me on, so that you could get some practice. Let me find you here. I have you in my clutches. Yep, down into turn 1. Don't screw up this exit now. There you go. I gotta tell you though, Shaun, that is a very nice looking paint job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that looks sharp with the wheels and everything. Whoa, that's dandy. Gosh, man, you got a little loose there. I hope I didn't have anything to do with that.
No.
Down it.
Loose is normal.
Loose is normal. Yes. Well,
Especially
Shaun, you're
right
having a
here.
good run there, buddy, up to P7 with the 109.5. So, man, holding strong there.
Yeah, I just
Nice,
feel like
nice
I'm
time.
making the same mistake over and over. And it's like, well, can't you learn a little from your own? Like, right here, can I just check up for that corner enough to make the corner once?
Right.
So I'm running okay, but I'm a little frustrated still.
Just a little.
Oh, just a little. I'm having a little too much fun. Oh, let's overshoot that corner again. Make a mess of that. I am inspired by the sound of the engine.
Boy, I tell you what, I have my surround system here. I'm surprised you guys can't hear it. I have it turned up pretty good. Oof. A little bit of curb there, buddy. A little bit of curb. Oh, no. Is it tough getting down into that little chute area there? That's always such a difficult brake zone.
Everything's a little difficult. Like, this is the corner that I just... Oh, hey, we might have... Hang on.
Oh, no!
Just running a little wide, so
A little bit, yep.
Still not slowing it down enough.
Boy, not a lot of movers right here. We see this every month. You know, we get down to that final 30 minutes leading up to qualifying, and the times start to become stagnant. Drivers just aren't able to chip away at it anymore. They're just desperately seeking every little hundredth and thousandth of a second at this point. Right now, we still have Mike Dam in that number 93, the Extreme Motorsports Ricmotech driver, with a 108.487 on the board. Coming to us from Orion Racing. Mike, quite a career with that new race team that he joined this year. Having some great success over there in the Lambeau Trophy Series, the World Challenge. Andrew Slizzens now in that number 99, P2 with a 108.795, just 0.3 back. Then we have Matt Adams, 1/10 back from Andrus, and his number 6 here this evening. Nicholas Mukanos, man, he has moved right up the board to P4 with his 108.931. But then Brian Kycotter sitting P5 with a 109.115, and he himself still looking for every little thousandth of a second to chip away at those top 4 drivers. Sean Sebring in that 007 still holding on to his 109.449. Shaun Cole, P7 with a 109.547. He's been sitting on that time now for several laps. But the storyline here really is when we get back to P15, because that's the amount of drivers we're taking for race 1 here tonight. The driver sitting on the bubble, Jose Cabrera. Great to see Jose out there with us. Jose works closely with Frank Rico at Ricmotech. Great to see Jose out there with us tonight. P17, Stephen Daker Jr. and John Hill. John, a regular here at the Hotlap Humpday. Great to have him back out here tonight.
I sure hope so.
Cole.
But Nicholas has worked his way up to P15, so he's sitting in that spot to actually make it into race 1 here tonight.
As we take a look at the bubble here for our top 15 tonight, Nicolas Parsenio out of France coming in here tonight, getting a 4th lap on the board and putting himself right into that top 15 position to make it into race 1 tonight. Again, the top 15 drivers in qualifying this evening is what's going to get you into the final race, or the first race 1, I should say, of tonight's event. David Clymer sitting just outside the bubble there in that number 242. David, a regular here in the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Great to see him out there tonight. He's holding down with a 110.676. Jose Cabrera, great to see Jose out here with us this evening. He's holding down P17 now, just a couple of spots out of P15. Now again, these are just practice times on the board. We will be switching over to qualifying coming up here in about 28 minutes. 28 minutes remaining in our practice.
No worries, Shaun. No worries, Shaun. Come on.
Shaun, you're sporting quite a hole in the side of that car there. You've got a substantial ding in that left rear quarter panel.
I do?
You know? Yep.
Would you ding your quarter panel?
I don't know.
Yeah. Whoa, now you're really going to
dude.
put it dang. Oh, upside down through the tree. Well, and he vanishes to the pits.
Hey, Elvis, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, Elvis going to join us
Oh,
tonight?
you like that? You like my bass? I have a matching wheel too. I don't know if you can see the wheel. No, you can't see the wheel. The wheel matches the bass. I dig it. Lionheart saying hi to Kevin Ford.
Hey, Lionheart, great to see you guys out. Come on out and join us on track tonight, guys. Oh, that's great. Yeah, come on out and join us. Having a little Hotlap Humpday fun here with the old Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. 11th edition of the year here tonight. Summit Point Raceway out here with the Cadillac CTSV. This is our final qualifying event here this evening for our Hotlap Humpday Championship for 2021, as we will be giving away $500 in sim racing equipment coming out in December. The third Wednesday of every month is when we host these events. We never give away the car or track. That's a surprise. We don't want anybody to have any advantage or come in with an edge. So we don't give up that car and track until you actually see the session go live. So you can come on out and join us. And of course, tonight's password, GT3 Pro. GT3 Pro, all lowercase. That'll get you into the session. And of course, we are on iRacing tonight. Look for us in the hosted sessions. Frank Rico is the host for tonight's event. And look for the Hotlap Humpday Challenge for the name of the session. We have Brian Highcotter with us, real-life pro racer. Great to have Brian out here with us this evening. Brian's joined us for the last, I think, 4 events. Brian becoming a regular here with us. And, of course, we always appreciate him taking the time out of his busy schedule to join us out here.
Bad things. Ah, okay. Password on screen. Yep, right up there. There it is. Still haven't figured out the direction to actually point where I'm aiming at it. It's that way. Oh, I see what I did. I gotta... Oh, because the camera's over there. I forget what camera. That camera's not on. It's that camera. The password is over there. Over yonder. I could have just put it above me. That would have been easy enough.
It's over here now.
Over here. Alright, still not happy. I should be running a 109.1 with my default setup. What the hell happened there? That was goofy. I don't know what I did. I must have really done a piss poor job of shifting is what I did. Alright, let's get it together now. Time to get it together.
I tell myself that shit all the time, and myself says, fuck you.
Oh, curb,
Finally
curb.
got inside wheel spin.
Boy, still no movement on the board. The top 9 drivers have not had a change in their time for over 10 minutes now.
I lost. I went backwards.
Oh, did you drop? Oh, yeah, you did, yeah. Yeah, I guess David Clymer's now moved himself up to P12 with a 110 flat now. David Clymer getting ready to jump into the 109s here on the board. 110 flat, 0.041 for Clymer. Of course, he's in that familiar number 242 again this evening. Matt Wagner finds himself up in P11 with a 109.861. First driver on the board there in the 109s. Well, I should say he's one of 8 drivers, actually, 7 drivers in the 109s now. Got my eyes on Nicholas Mukanos coming around in that number 46, boys. Really driving the wheels off that thing. Really nice, smooth lines through the corners.
Sorry, Anthony.
Doing all the right stuff out there to get a few more tenths and thousandths knocked off that time.
Tony.
Nah. Come on. Must do better.
Watching the clock tick away here, 20 minutes remaining. 20 minutes remaining in our practice. We will switch over to qualifying at the top of the hour. Drivers will have 30 minutes. They'll have 30 minutes to get their best time on the board. Of course, it'll be a standard qualifying session where their lap times have to be clean, meaning they can't dip a tire off into the dirt or pick up an off-track. iRacing loves to hand those out, so track limits are at play. It'll be interesting to see if drivers are able to replicate some of these times. Mike Dam not only got himself into the 108s, but finds himself now below the 108.5s. Sitting on a 4.87. It's just remarkable. I just really didn't feel that we would see on 8 tonight. Shaun saying shit for the 4th time on this lap. Still no movement.
Yeah, no, I keep going backwards. I'm about out of the show.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see that. Nicholas Parson, now working his way up to P11. He wants to see himself in the show tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers from the Extreme Motorsports Ricmotech series. Shaun, you caught that?
I can't
What part
hear
of the
you
track?
right now.
Oh, you, Shaun. Hang tough there, Shaun. Hang tough there. Just for you folks out there, there's kind of a running joke between Shaun and I as he's trying to get his best lap time in. I try to distract him with any means possible, so we'll just take a stab and see where he's at on track. Oh, he happens to be on a straightaway. Yeah, I'm going to wait till he gets to a corner here. Shaun's in the brake zone now, coming into turn 1. Oh, he's having to drive underneath a competitor there.
Might have
Oh,
been
and
out
he
of
finds
fuel. Was I out
himself
of
getting
fuel?
loose.
No.
Oh, up and over the embankment. Oh, and catches the fence there a little bit.
Robby, I shared a setup. It doesn't seem faster to me, just a lot more drivable compared to the default.
Oh, nice. Thank you for doing that, Brian.
All right, 109.4 improvement.
May I share that information, Brian, to the other folks out there?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna catch up with some chat here.
All right, drivers,
this
we're getting
is,
a little bit of
world
assistance
champs.
from
Yeah, hell yeah.
Real world driver, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, me
Hightower.
too, Lionheart.
He's placed a
This is one of my
setup
favorite.
in the box there for all of you to load
Wags.
your hard
I call 'em
test out.
wags.
So
We
again,
call 'em
Brian Hightower putting a
wags.
setup, sharing it into the box there. If you want to load that up, he said he doesn't know if it's faster, but it certainly drives
Except
a
I'm
lot more
sweating.
stable.
I'm
So,
loving my rig, but I'm
give that
sweating.
a shot. Again, grab that shared setup in the box.
Just over 15 minutes remaining. Just over 15 minutes remaining in our practice here as we lead up to qualifying. Again, it will be a 30-minute qualifier for that first race one.
And as far as the motion rig goes, it's just a space allocation. I only have so much room, and the motion platform took a lot of room. The other is I have a little bit of an electricity issue where I am running, I don't know, thousands of watts through this room. So, which is part of why I'm sweating like a pig right now. I'd like to turn on my air conditioner, but right now I'm a little concerned. I have that computer rendering a project. I probably could turn its monitor off and cut down on heat. That'll probably help. Hey, there's some heat.
Were you asking for a sweaty high five there a moment ago, or was that just...
I was giving a sweaty high five.
Yeah, right.
Would I use it? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Motion sims are super fun. I mean, every time I've reviewed one or talked about them, I always tell you that I, generally speaking, turn the settings down. My dog is barking. I wonder if there's... I'm expecting a package. I might have to look at that real quick. Marco has seen Lionheart on... Yes, you have seen it on your gaming channel on TV. Hey, Robby.
Yeah.
I have a good friend who is a diehard viewer who's watching right now and has repeatedly asked me for an autographed picture of you. Can we can we make that happen?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, give me his address, name, and whatnot if you want email or
right.
whatever, and I'll totally grab that.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you, Robbie. That's great, buddy.
So I find the motion stuff, I don't know if you've done much dirt, but God, does it help the dirt racing.
Oh, I bet.
Being able to really feel the rear end move. Yeah. Well, especially like Frank with the traction loss on that one, or in the,
that's a big one.
The next level, I've done the full motion platform where you get you even get the front wheel washout on the
yeah, the full platform
yeah
movement.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go check my door real quick. I will take one more break before qualifying to walk the dog. What's our time check? We got him fed on the last break. But
14 minutes. 14 minutes to qualifying.
Generally speaking, it's a good idea for me to walk my dog after he eats. Just
probably so.
Simple math.
You'll have more than heat to deal with in there.
Oh, the heater.
Yeah, right. At least on your leg or somewhere.
But so I feel comfortable with my time and shot at the main event. I do. But I would like to actually be breaking into the 8s. I feel like and this car get along fairly well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a car, I like horsepower sloppy cars, and this thing is definitely horsepower sloppy. I don't know, I haven't done anything to my setup whatsoever. I don't know, I was having a problem with it saving, sort of. So all I've really done... Oh, how much fuel? Do we figure out how much fuel we need?
I don't know about fuel. I know we have about 13 laps, is what I'm estimating.
Per event?
Mm-hmm.
That's got to take almost 10 gallons in this car, I would think, wouldn't you?
I'm thinking it would take...
9.7 is what I'm on, but...
I would go with 10 or 11 gallons, yeah. I'm thinking I don't know what the burn rate is. If anybody happens to know the burn rate out there per lap, that would help us calculate. But I'm going to say it's got to be burning at least 0.8. That's a big motor in this car. I bet it's burning at least 8, 9/10 a gallon a lap. If it's less than that, it'd be better to figure over. But I can't see it burning more than a gallon per lap. But I can certainly see 7, 8/10 a gallon for sure. Well, little slight movement on the board here. P2, Andrew Slizzens down to a 108.653 now. Still holding down P2. Still a couple of tenths off of our leader, Mike Dam. Matt Adams still holding P3. Brian Cotter holding down P4 still with his 108.910. John pulling back out of the pits here, bringing that number 39 Simpit machine on track.
I can't find crap.
All right, drivers, 10 minutes remaining in our practice session. We'll be leading up to qualifying here at the top of the hour. One thing I want to remind drivers, this is a 30-minute qualifying session coming up.
I'm gonna take
It
the
will be
dog.
an open qualifying session, so drivers will have the ability to pick up some draft out there on track. Now, that comes with a lot of other dynamics. We need to make sure we keep our racecraft up, and let's be courteous out there. We're all after the same thing here tonight. We want to get into that final event. Of course, we all want to win that T-shirt here this evening. So, let's be courteous. Let's make sure we're not getting too close to the other driver and creating some contacts during qualifying where it negates a driver's lap time. Fine for you to draft out there and pick up some time. If you want to go out there with a buddy and try to run some close times together to move your way up into that top 15, you're welcome to do that. Let's just make sure that we're not making contact out there with the other drivers.
Come here.
The top 15 will qualify tonight for race 1. Again, we will take the top 15 cars in this upcoming qualifying session into race 1. From race 1, the top 12 drivers that finish in P1 through P12 will then advance to race 2. There will be a 5-minute warm-up between the two sessions. Race 2 will then take the top 12. The top 7 will be inverted. Again, the top 7 will be inverted for race 2 tonight, which will contain the top 12 drivers or the top 12 finishers from race 1. The winner of tonight's event, race 2, that's going to get you that Ricmotech Racing Simulators t-shirt. And on top of that, it's also going to get you an invite into the final championship next month, the third Wednesday of December. Top 11 drivers will compete for $500 in Ricmotech bucks. We call them Ricmo bucks. Again, $500 in simulator money that you can go shop online at ricmotech.com. Pick out $500 in equipment, man. What a great thing to receive 7 days before Christmas. So again, the third Wednesday of next month, that'll be the final championship of the year, giving away that big prize from Ricmotech. Speaking of them, we want to thank them for all that they have done this year, putting on all 12 of these events. We are into, actually, I think we've started our 4th year in October. So our 4th year has begun putting on this Hotlap Humpday Challenge. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out throughout the year, and even the newcomers tonight. Great to see some new names out here, some new competitors looking for an opportunity to get into that final championship next month. So again, 7 minutes remaining in our practice here this evening. 7 minutes remaining. We will switch over to qualifying. We will keep the mics quiet during qualifying so drivers can concentrate on getting up into the top 15 to make that race 1. few minutes remaining in our competition out there in Simpit land. If any of you drivers want to come out, try your hand at Summit Point Raceway with the Cadillac CTS-V, you can probably get in the session and have about 36 minutes of opportunity here tonight to make it into that final qualifier for the $500 prize that we're giving away in our December edition. Each third Wednesday of the month, we get together to put on this Hotlap Humpday Challenge by Ricmotech. We want to thank Frank Rico down there in Miami for putting on this event each and every month. Our final qualifier here tonight for that big grand prize we're giving away in December. $500 and Ricmotech Ricmo box can be given away to our final winner. We'll be taking the top 11 drivers, or I should say the final 11 invitees, which are our champions from each of the months this year. They'll be competing in that final Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Boy, still not a lot of movers on the board here as you look at the names. Nicholas Mucanos still holding down P5, P6. Shaun Cole still sitting there comfortably with his 109.4. Sean Sebring with a 109.449, sitting right next to Sean in P7. P8, Phil Scruton with a 109.661. Thomas Dudek having a great night here in the Cadillac in that number 83 with a 109.710. Brian Strodbeck, great to see Brian out here with us tonight in his familiar 171. Coming in with a 109.767. P11, David Clymer, that number 242 with a 109.774. Man, he's just 8 thousandths of a second off of the top 10. Nicholas Parsenio joining us from France tonight. That number 12, another driver from the Extreme Motorsports Ricmotech Sports Car Championship that takes place on Monday evenings throughout the year. Nicholas having a great run in that number 1 tonight with a 109.841. Back in P13, Matt Wagner holding down that time pretty solid here with a 109.861. And Robby Unser just inside the bubble in P14 with his 110.117, just outside of the 109s. Our bubble driver, the number 24 of Tyler Vickery with his 110.245, trying to hold off Anthony Morano Jr. Morano holding down a 110.312, just 1/10 back, just outside the bubble. And of course, the other Extreme Motorsports driver, Edgar Sanchinelli, coming to us from Frito Sport Racing here tonight. Excuse me. Boy, Edgar got me all choked up there. Edgar in that number 57 with a 110.321. You look at 4 drivers now sitting around that bubble time, all within 0.3 of another. So that's going to come down to the wire here in about 30 minutes as those drivers are going to be battling for that top 15th spot. 4 minutes remaining now in practice, just 4 minutes remaining.
I cannot find any time. I mean, my optimal hasn't changed in...
Just feel like you're in lockdown, huh?
Dude, it hasn't. I mean, my optimal is a 10.030 and I've run a 10.1. It's like, what?
Right? Oh, gosh. "22 drivers out on track currently, chipping away at those times.
Super loose on the acceleration.
One of the drivers getting on mic in the sim here, saying he's finding it to be really loose on acceleration. Sure, that's yeah, right. A lot of horsepower in this old Cadillac. Things back on most exciting here. We watch Nicholas Parsenio coming out of the final corner, trying to improve on his time here.
You know it's a Cadillac, right? It's meant to be loose.
Yes, I know, and I know Robbie's going to pick fun with me on it. Sorry, Robbie, if I knocked you down to the bubble spot.
Hey, you guys, have at it.
Boy, not a lot of moving and shaking going up at the top of the leaderboard, but I'll tell you, that bubble spot is really becoming hot. Tyler Vickery now moving himself into P15 and dropping our very own pro driver, Mr. Robby Unser, down into P16. Robbie's now struggling now to get back inside that top 15 qualifying position. That number 323 and Mr. Morano Jr., boy, what a showing he's having in the last few minutes of practice, moving himself up into 109.786 now into P14.
Four minutes remaining in our practice session. 4 minutes remaining.
Oops, I lied.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that's like, I was trail braking, tapping on the accelerator to just settle it down, and it said, nope.
Well, I don't know what I did, but it looked the same.
Yeah, I think you and I probably did the same thing there on that corner. The corner's a nightmare.
I can't get the pig to turn.
I mean, plus that was my out too, so, yeah.
Oh, we have a little mover and shaker up at the top there. Nicholas Mukanos moving up into P4, dropping Brian Highcotter back to P5 there. Nicholas coming in with a 108.806. Very impressive time here late in practice.
Okay, I'm back. We got 3 minutes. Enough time to feel the car real quick. We're holding on to 6th place. That makes me feel good. Nah.
When does qualifying start?
In like 3 minutes.
Because this shit doesn't matter,
Right.
other than to indicate I'll probably go slower in qualifying.
Oh, good. I saw you, but I thought I had faith.
Alright, I'll be back.
All right.
All right, drivers, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. We are now down to 10 seconds remaining in practice. All these times will be negated, drivers.
time to go red mode. I'm not sure if you guys can tell.
All right, drivers, good luck with qualifying. Let's keep our situation awareness up, keep our racecraft up. Most of all, let's have some fun here tonight.
Ah, David Clymer. Look at that. Hey, David. Hi, David.
All right, for our viewers out there, you'll have time to get into the session. Qualifying has now begun. So as you enter the session, you will be coming straight into qualifying. There is 29 minutes remaining. 29 minutes.
Now you'd need to be on the new UI.
That's a good point. Yes, if you are trying to load into the session now, you will only see it on the new UI, not on the old browser. So you will have to go to the new UI to actually see the session. Since it has now switched over to qualifying, it is no longer visible or able for you to enter from the old browser. Again, the password, GT3 Pro, all lowercase, GT3 Pro. That'll get you into the session. We are on iRacing tonight in the hosted sessions under Ricmotech Hotlap Humpday Challenge. You'll see it listed under Frank Rico as the host for tonight's event. Big thanks to Frank for putting on the Hotlap Humpday Challenge. Third Wednesday of every single month, we get together and just have an absolute blast out here. Of course, Shaun brings the whole Simpit crew out here for this festive event every month. 3 hours we spend on this here Wednesday evening. 2 hours of practice and 30 minutes of qualifying before we jump into our dual 15-minute events. And tonight being the final qualifying night, one driver that wins the final race will receive an invite to the final championship, where the champion 11 drivers from every single event of this year will go head-to-head in our final championship event to win $500 in sim racing equipment from Ricmotech Racing Simulators out of Miami, Florida. 2 15-minute sprint events will take place this evening. As soon as qualifying comes to a close here, we will take the top 15 drivers on the board. We still do not have a driver on the board. We are watching 242 coming out of the final corner. I believe he will be the first driver to lay down a time. He comes over the hill here, past the pit lane exit. Wait for his time to strike the leaderboard here. Nicholas Mucanos coming in with a 109 flat. That's the first time on the board here this evening. David Clymer comes in with a 109.5. Andrew Slizens lays down a 109.2. Shaun Cole, a 109.6, setting P4 at this time. Edgar Sanchinelli from Frito Sport Racing holding down P5 with a 109.7.
You too, Shaun. Good luck to you, bud.
Tyler Vickery all the way up to P7 with his 111.4. Ryan Highcutter coming in P8 with a 113.4.
Hey, Shaun, if you give me that guy that wants cards, number and stuff.
Yeah, I will. Can I
We do it before the, yeah, you can either email it, or if he wants to tell us before we get this, you know.
I'll email you right after we're done. Whoa, come on, Cole. Car, please. I need a new car. I hope they brought a lot.
Mike Dam going to the top of the board now in that number 93 with a 108.772, 3/10 off of his best time from practice. Nicholas Mucanos, boy, what a jump for him. Oh, and Andrew Slizens takes it away. Now Andrus up to P2 with a 108.947. Mucanos drops to P3 with a 109 flat. David Clymer now holding down P4 with a 109.538. Shaun Cole up to P5 with a 109.6. Nicholas Parsenio out of France. Look at that, a 109.658. Oh, Brian Highcutter makes a huge leap up the board up to a 108.929 to P2.
How many times am I going to over throttle that corner? Did I hit? Yeah, I hit. Shit. Oh, I'm saying it again. Right on, Ken. Have a good one. Shaun, if you're not making it, good luck, or not good luck, but have a good one. You were fast. It was a good running with you.
Yep, always great to see you out here, Shaun. Take care, buddy. Mike Dam finding some trouble in the S's there, coming through the Dragon Tail. Got a little bit loose. Watching High Cotter now coming across the line, coming down the front straightaway here. Boy, you really got to get heavy on the brakes coming into turn 1 here at Summit Point. Watching that nose just dive coming into that corner. Brian gets a nice run, taking up every inch of that exit.
Oh, of course I ran out of fuel.
Kenneth Estep now sitting P13.
I think 15. I think he said 15. He rolled the Dungeons and Dragon die and came up with 15, Kath.
Yep, 15 drivers tonight. 15 drivers will be going into race 1. 15 drivers. Mike Dam still holding on to the 108.772. High Cotter is not improved either with a 108. Oh, he did. 108.853. He's now less than a tenth off of our leader, Mike Dam. Matt Adams now, P3 with a 108.906. Andrew Slizens now finds himself up in P4 with a 108.947. We have 4 drivers in the 108s at this point. 22 minutes remaining. 22 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in our qualifying here.
Come on, you.
"13 drivers have a time on the board. We're taking the top 15 out of the 22 drivers here this evening.
Go ahead.
No! Don't be so stupid!
Cooper, don't do it.
I'm just sliding the car a lot now.
Ooh, Matt Adams shoots his way up to the top of the board, a 108.582. That will put him on the pole now for race 1 here this evening. Mike Dam dropping to P2 with a 108.772. Matt Adams picking up 2/10 on that last time. Now Mike Dam improves on his time, a 108.634 now. Our top 5, Matt Adams, Mike Dam, Brian Highcotter, Andrew Slizens, and Nicholas Mukanos taking up the top 5 spots here this evening. David Clymer, P6, and that number 242 with a 109.386. Still only 4 drivers in the 108s. And still only 13 drivers with times on the board.
Come on, Cole. Getting worse. Alright. Is it me or does this Cadillac look like a giant Honda Civic? Or the new Integra, maybe? It looks like a Honda Civic with a giant nose. Overheating. That's not helping. We did drop our optimal. We just can't get there.
Yeah, I did too. I can't get there either. My optimal's not too bad now.
I'm gonna need a cooldown.
Sorry, getting annoyed with the braking.
Still only a 10th between the two top drivers on the board here. Only 13 have actually laid down a time. So as it stands right now, all 13 drivers that have laid down a time will be in race one. Up on 16 and a half minutes remaining.
Go ahead, Matt. Let me go to the right, go ahead and go on the left.
Ooh, Matt Adams has chipped away a little bit more at his time there, a 108.484, now competing with the fastest time that Mike Dam had in practice. Mike Dam sitting on a 108.634, trying to find his way up into that pole position here for race one tonight. But what a battle we're going to have. 5 drivers now in the 108s. Andres Slissons now moves his way up into the 108s with a 108.947, sitting P5. Shaun Cole right behind him, though. Shaun drops into the 9s, a 109.195. Unbelievable. Clymer, Morano, Parsenio, Sanchinelli. The next 5 drivers all on the 109s. My mic's still coming in okay, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Good.
Come on. Ah, that's off. Crap. Let's jump. I know, we're right there. We're right there, Kath. We are on the brink of it. I'm getting a little worn out, though, considering the main event is yet to come. Let's get a time check.
14 minutes remaining. 14 minutes remaining in practice.
Oh, yeah, I'm tensing up now. Neck's tight. Oh, we're right there. What, did it change? I don't know if it changed our delta, did it? Or did we just get one close? Oh, no, we're our optimals into the 108s now.
There you go. Go get them, man. Go get them.
All
right. Robby, you were so close to the 109s. Oh, my gosh, man. You were right there.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Shaun exiting the pits here once again. This an outlap, Shaun?
Yeah.
Good, I can talk to you.
No, don't make me talk. Oh, jeez.
Right. Oh, see what I did? I don't feel so bad. That car is gorgeous. Wow. All right, go get him. Go get him. Oh, my damn. Closing in a little bit on Matt Adams at number 93 with a 108.564. He's now just 0.08 of a second off of that pole position. Brian Highcotter moves himself up to P3, a 108.698. He, too, is now fighting for that pole position here tonight for race 1. Nicholas Mukanos back to P4 now with his 108.863. And Andrew Slisson still holding on to that P5, 108.947. Drivers are concentrating. I almost feel like I need to do golf commentary.
And now going down the backstretch.
We watch that 39 car approach turn 1. Watch the nose dive as he enters the corner.
That's perfect.
Oh, I got an off on that. Ah!
And at the step now, our 14th driver to lay a time down on the board. So as it stands, all of our drivers on track will actually be in race 1. A 1:14.575 out of Kenneth. He'll be looking to improve on that here over his next couple of laps. We have just over 10 minutes remaining. Just over 10 minutes remaining.
Oh! Overdid it. All right, you know what? I'm sweating. We almost got there. 109.037, but we did have an off track, so it's unofficial. Oh, just hair off of the 108s. But yeah, we gotta de-sweat. I can't run a race looking like this, feeling like this. Get a quick look at the leaderboard, and I'll take a quick cool down, and then we'll get this race going. Mike Dam, 108.375. Matt Adams, 108.484. Brian Heitcotter, 108.698. Nicholas Mukanos with a 108.863, and Andrus Slissons with a 108.947. Our entire top 5 are taking up time slots in that 108 bracket. Looking in the 109s, get to P6 at Shaun Cole, Anthony Morano Jr., David Clymer, Nicholas Pargigno, and Edgar Sancinelli. I'll be right back. So we have about 8 minutes left in qualifying. I'll be right back. I'm going to cool down, cool the jets, refill the go-go juice, and get ready to do some racing. I leave you with the most exciting and in the wonderful ears or voice of Kevin Ford.
All right, Shaun. We'll see you back here for race time, buddy. Busy track out here, I'll tell you. We've got 14 drivers out on track now with actual times laid on the board. You have to get a qualifying time in order to compete for the event. So 14 drivers with times on the board. We now have the fastest time of the board laid down. Mike Dam, and that number 93 is all the way down in the threes with a 108.375. Wow. Matt Adams with his 108.484 sitting there P2. Brian Heitcotter sitting very strong there in P3, 2/10 ahead of our P4 position. Brian holding down with a 108.698. Nicholas Mukanos with a 108.863 P4. And, of course, Andrus Slissons rounding out our 108 drivers with a 108.947. Shaun Cole comfortable in P6. He has a 10th, about 1/10 gap over David Clymer. Robby Unser down to that 110 flat. Just cannot squeeze a little bit more there to get that 109. He's right on the bubble. But he is certainly in a good position. Some deep in-cockpit commentary there from Mr. Robby Unser.
Yeah, I think I'm with Shaun.
Well, I'll tell you, that Frito Sport machine sure looks fancy out there tonight. Familiar black and yellow cars of colors, rather. Number 57.
How much time?
323. Morano Sport. There's 57. I had a quick glance of it there. Both those black and yellow machines. 6 minutes and 20 seconds, Robby.
All right, I'll be right back.
Positions all holding as we've last left them. Kenneth Estep still holding down his time. Caleb McLeod with a 110.427. Holding down P13. Tyler Vickery holding down P12 with his 110.163. And Robby Unser holding down P11 with his 110 flat at .036. Again, the top 15 drivers on the leaderboard will make it into race one. Right now we have 14 drivers with actual times on the board, meaning that they've received clean laps. They did not get an off track where they dropped a tire off an exit or picked up any type of incident throughout that qualifying lap. It has to be a perfectly clean lap. Between the lines, as we say. Oof. Whoa, big fishtail out of a driver back there. That red and black machine. I believe that's Matt Adams. It was Matt Adams. Boy, that's incredible car control he had there, bringing that car back underneath of him. Of course, he had just gotten the tires nice and hot for this hot lap coming around as he crosses the line to start his next lap. See if he can close up the gap to that driver in front of Caleb McLeod. Try to get some slipstream. Caleb goes around and, oh, goodness, he has to avoid him. Going to hurt Matt's time there as he had to duck to the inside. That spinning car in turn one. Pair of cars coming out of the pits, a 69 and 24 seem to be teaming up here to try to improve their time. Both sporting pretty sharp paint jobs there. It's a difficult course here. Very tight radiuses. Some very fast sections, but coming down into this dragon tail, I'll tell you, this is a very, very difficult brake zone on entry. Getting rotation coming through the section is very difficult. Not using too much curb. A lot of undulation through this section. It's just really, really a tight area, especially with a big, heavy horsepower like this Cadillac. Watching that 24 coming out of turn 10 here. Let's see what he can bring to the line. Tyler Vickery looking to improve on that time. Has a 110.163. Comes across the line with a 110.119. That is going to improve his time. That moves him to P12 on the leaderboard, dropping Kayla McLeod now back to P13. Kenneth Eastep still holding on P14.
Annoying.
Oh, we see Caden Ben joined us here, but I don't know that he's going to have enough time to actually get out on track and get a lap time in to make it. But with us taking 15 drivers, he may actually make it into the event. We only have 14 on the leaderboard. Let's see if he can make it in here. We watch Edgar Sancinelli making his way into pit road and catching the tire barrier there at the entry. 46 now coming across the line. We'll see what kind of improvement Nicholas can get on his time. Nicholas Mucanos coming in with a 111.614. Not going to improve on that time. 30 seconds remaining in our qualifying.
It's hot in here, though. All right. Am I still in it to win it?
You are still in it to win it there, buddy. Still holding down P6. Mike Dam got into the threes. Just some, tidbit news for you.
I don't know if I'd call that tidbit. That's exceptional.
Yeah. Just slightly.
All right. It is time. It is time. Wrong mouse.
It is now time to grid, drivers. It is now time to grid.
Hey, Caden, did you get a lap in, or you couldn't get into the session?
Caden, I believe, got in. We have 14 drivers with times on the board. Caden's welcome to jump in if he'd like. He got in just in time at the end of qualifying.
So we're doing a full lap start, looks like. Okay.
Yes, this will be a full lap, pace lap.
Been doing a lot of standing starts. Don't want to run everyone over. What's Brian starting? Third? I don't remember.
No.
Drivers, upon deployment, this will be a full pace lap, a full pace lap.
Where's Robby?
Well, where is Robby? Oh boy, you better hurry. He missed the grid.
Yeah. All right. I switched the TV camera above Robby to most exciting, or no, leader.
Okay.
I think I put it on the leader.
Okay. Okay.
All of a sudden, my foot itches. That's probably not good.
Yeah, that's never a good time to have that happen. Again, drivers, this will be the first of two 15-minute sprint races here at Summit Point. Top 12 drivers will be taken out of the first event into race 2. Again, the top 12 out of the first race will go to race 2. We typically don't have to throw any penalties, but we'll keep an eye on you anyway.
Yep, see what happens with a dadgum sick dog?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I have to give him his medicine and do his wound. And he won't stop licking it. I already had to take him back and put more stitches. Okay. When do I get to go, Kevin? Once I go by?
Leader goes on green. Leader goes on green. You'll go as soon as the field goes by. It'll release you.
Probably the best.
Go ahead. You should be able to exit the pits now.
Oh, yeah. That's the best start I've had.
All right, watching that number 93 of Mike Dam take that lead. We've got competition on the inside. Brian Highcotter looking to make a move here on Matt Adams. Heading down into the Dragon Tail now, into that heavy brake zone, into turn 5. That just crazy left-hander here, trying to wrap that corner, not take too much curb and upset the balance of the car. Mike Dam still holding down the lead. Matt Adams about 3 car lengths back. 3 car lengths behind him. We find Brian Highcotter. Nicholas Mukanos right behind him. Andrew Slizzens holding down a comfortable P5 with Shaun Cole right behind him. Shaun looking to just keep a nice smooth pace here. This would get him a P4 starting position for the second race. A lot of strategy here. Drivers will be thinking about where they want to sit for race 2. Brian Highcotter feeling some heat now from Nicholas Mukanos, looking on the inside, going into turn 1, but Nicholas backs out of it. Brian chooses that outside lane. Of course, always the faster line on exit there. Smart move. Veteran experience there being shown. Heading back down into that left-hander of turn 5, that very tight left-hander. Coming out of that, you wrap right into the Dragon Tail here. Big S curve coming out of this. Mike Dam doing a great job keeping his composure out front. Now stretched his lead to about 7 car lengths. Matt Adams slowing down P2 comfortably. Both of those drivers starting to stretch out that lead. About a 10-12 car length gap now back to P3. Is Nicholas Mukanos and Andrus Lissons are looking to do battle here. Andrus might get a run now coming off the final corner here, turn 10. He's got a run coming down to turn 1. Fell on the outside of Mukanos. Nicholas lets him go on by. Nicholas chooses that tight inside lane. Andrus now finds himself up to P5. Brian Highcotter trying to keep that gap shrunk up here. Brian up there in P3, about 6 car lengths back now off our P2 driver as we're heading into the Dragon Tail. Coming into this very winding, twisting section. Very difficult to get the throttle here. A lot of undulation. Throwing the weight of that car back, left, right, coming out of that section. Heading down into turn 10, Mike Dam getting a big run now off of that final corner. Stretching that lead out even further now. 15 car length gap between Mike Dam and Matt Adams. Through turn 1 we travel here, lap 4 of race 1. We're expecting this to go 13 laps. 11 minutes remaining.
I decided I wasn't having fun, so I'm going to go watch.
Oh, okay, great. Well, Robbie's going to join me in the booth then. Fantastic.
On 6.
Oh.
Gosh.
Oh.
Oof.
That's so hard.
Yep, Shaun coming into that turn 5 a little hot there. Doing a great job. Shaun trying to close that gap up on Andrus Lissons here if he can get a good run. Up out of 9.
It's surprised Mike's already got really a lead. I mean, everyone else is pretty tight.
Yep.
Mike's moving out on everyone.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Shaun trying to get into that slipstream now of that number 99. See if he can up to the back end here a little bit in the brake zone. Shaun comes in a little deep, but man, what a beautiful job there getting that car down to the bottom of the corner on exit. Mike Dam stretching that gap now to about 18 car lengths over the second place driver of Matt Adams in that number 6. Matt now coming down into turn 5, feeling a little bit of pressure from Brian Highcotter. Real world pro driver, Mr. Highcotter out here joining us this evening, putting his expertise to the simulator tonight.
I tell you, go inside Mike's car and watch him in car, and I don't know how he goes so deep and stays on the damn track.
We have all wondered that for a long time over at Extreme. He is one talented dude.
I mean, you watch him and you want to go slap yourself. It's like that's impossible.
You do. Yep. Oh, Brian coming in really deep on the brakes and just lays it in there smooth as a belly, man. Look at that. Closed up that gap there on Matt Adams. Now about 4 car lengths back.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
That
dummy.
was a nice
Ah.
I'm not in the race, Shaun.
This dummy.
This is such a tricky part of the track here coming through this section.
Isn't it?
Trying to put power down. Oh, it's just... Matt Adams getting a nice run through the Dragon Tail section there, stretched out about a car length or two from Brian Highcotter. Brian looking to get a good run here off this turn 10 exit. This is where it's critical. That slipstream is going to be really important here.
Looks like
You don't
Brian
get
got
a-
better run.
Yep. Not a lot of slipstream here at Summit Point, but again, Brian coming into turn 1 just deep on the brakes. Unbelievable car control.
And he makes it. I mean,
I know
my car
it,
doesn't
yeah.
seem to stop. I don't know what it. I don't know. I'm assuming he's using the ABS.
Oh yeah. I think it's at 5
Yeah, that's.
or no 11. Sorry.
Yeah, mine was at 11. Full on. Right. Can you go to the 2.5? Is that about?
Trouble up ahead of me.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Wow, Andrus messed up.
Oh, Andrus makes a little mistake.
Yep, that's unlike him. Let Nicholas get by him.
Yep, allowing Nicholas Mukanos to get by him. That moves Nicholas back up to P4 now.
Wait, come on, dummy.
Really, I tell you, the best. We got a heated deal with Climber sneaking up on Shaun. Shaun was sneaking up on Andrus. Andrus had a bobble and he got his ducks back in a row.
Right now, Tyler Vickery is our
And
bubble
we have a
driver.
spin from Nicholas.
Did Nicholas Mukanos turn it
Not
around?
Mukanos, the other Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas Parson-Yo.
Yeah, right behind. He was right behind. Climber.
Oh, unfortunate for
Yeah.
Nicholas having a little spin there.
All right, Shaun's made some gains on both
Shaun is doing very well.
Andrus and Mukanos.
Yep, Shaun Cole sitting about 6 car lengths back now off Andrus Listens. Shaun holding down P6 as we speak. With just under 6 minutes remaining. Our race 1 here. You're on lap 8. Oh, Shaun.
One, 2, and 3 seem to be settled in pretty strong there.
Oh, Shaun just gets
Although I
an
will
incredible
say-
run through turn 1 here. Nice job.
Ricmotech.
Shaun seems to do better from 1, I guess, what's that, 3 right there?
Yep.
All the way down to this next right-hander.
Yeah, down into 4, and then this 5 right here is just such a crazy brake zone.
Yeah.
Because you have to get the car straight to get on the brakes coming out of 4.
I haven't figured it out. But Andrus seems to be about equal from that one on down into the last corner here.
Yep. Matt Adams now putting a little more gap on Brian Highcotter. Stretched out, say we're looking at about 15 car lengths now.
And Mike has done just a little more on
Yeah, on Matt. Yeah. Things starting to spread out a little bit here tonight.
User was moved out of your channel.
Yeah, not much happening. Other than Mike seems to be leaving. So have you guys talked to Elvis lately? Why isn't he playing with us anymore? Not that I need to be further back, but...
He's playing with big fish right now, I believe. Like going towards the world championship level, you know. If I'm not mistaken.
Is he still in that Orion team or whatever? Or did he move?
I can't remember. He was here. He's here. Yep, there he is. WC. He's going after the World Championship. And someone asked about fuel. I have no idea. I'm running 10.6 and hoping it's enough. And I haven't looked.
That should be plenty.
Well, you and I are in the same boat, Shaun, so we'll see.
It sounded like enough. Whoa, whoa.
So WC is what Elvis is running?
Yeah. And he's on Apex. That's right. I'm sorry. I knew that, Elvis. I'm just kind of a little preoccupied.
User joined your channel. User was
I'm
moved to your
doing my
channel.
best. I got paid off a little bit by old Climber there.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining in race 1 here this evening. Mike Dam still holding down a very comfortable lead out front.
Oh, you're talking to Elvis in the chat thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because I don't have enough on my plate. I'm trying to read chat, talk, drive, sweat. That's becoming a factor. Oh, jeez.
White flag coming up.
Yep, should be white flag this time, by.
Go, Jacob.
Again, 2 15-minute dual sprint events here this evening. We're coming to the close of race 1 with 25 seconds remaining as we have a white flag to Mike Dam, the number 93, as he's coming through the Dragon Tail section here one last time. This will put him in P7 starting position for race 2 as we are inverting the top 7 for our final race event here this evening. We do have 2 drivers that have won already this year. Mike Dam was a winner this year already, and Nicholas Mukanos is also a winner this season. So as we move into our final event here, we'll find Mike Dam and Nicholas obviously competing in that final event. Mike Dam will be starting P7, and let's see, that would mean Nicholas will be starting, I believe, P3 for our second event. We'll be inverting that top 7 as we see all the drivers coming across the line here. And our top 12 driver, the driver on the bubble here, is looks like it's going to be
Tyler.
the driver's cut. Tyler Vickery is going to be our driver to make it into the final event. Tyler Vickery will start on the pole for our final event. Edgar Sanchinelli will start on the outside of row 1. Caden Ben, who made it in very last minute, just barely squeezed his way into qualifying, and he will make his way into the inside row of row 2. Nicholas Parsenio, the driver from France, will be starting on the outside of row 2. Anthony Morano Jr. will be on the inside of row 3, with David Clymer on the outside of row 4. That will be our inverted top 7 for the final race here this evening. Right now, we have David Clymer and Shaun Cole on the front row here for our second event on the grid. According to the iRacing leaderboard, Andrus Lissons and Nicholas Mukanos will be starting the outside, or on row 2, rather. Brian Highcotter will be on the inside of row 3, with Matt Adams to his outside. Mike Dam will be starting on the inside of row 5, as he was our winner from race 1.
Green flag practice. Drivers, green flag practice. You have 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in green flag practice.
Right. Right.
Oh boy, that's not good. I had to unplug my mic, plug it back in, and now I have no engine power.
Sorry, Kevin. I had to do some serious sweat management. Oh, Kevin stepped away too. Everyone stepped away. That's okay. We have about 3 minutes left in warm-up. I call it cool down. And then we will have race number 2.
Yeah, just over 2.5 minutes away from getting things started.
I can't believe how sweaty I got, Kevin.
Oh man, that's amazing! Yeah, that heat. My sim room gets like that too, buddy. When I was, used to drive quite a bit. I mean, right now it's 80 in my rig. Just in the room area here. Now, if I was driving and everything was really heating up, holy cow! Yeah, it would be an oven in here. It gets up to 85, 86 in here sometimes.
Yeah, I'm making some changes around here though on lighting and like there's one computer working right now that shouldn't be, and it's like, okay, well, if I have the 2, I mean, I have an air conditioner I can turn on in this room.
Right.
It's just the microphone doesn't really love it much.
Oh, not so much.
Yeah.
Yep, not so much.
Yeah.
Well, let's give a rundown on our starting grid here for race 2 tonight. We find David Clymer on the pole here this evening for race 2. Shaun Cole will be starting to his outside of row 1. Andrus Lissons in that number 99. He'll be starting on the inside of row 2. Nicholas Mukanos in the number 46 will be on the outside. Brian Highcotter will lead off row 3 there in his number 87, and the number 6 of Matt Adams will start to his outside. Our winner of race 1 with that inverted top 7, Mike Dam will be starting on the inside of row 4 with Anthony Morano Jr. to his outside. The Frenchman, Nicholas Parsenio, he'll be starting on the inside of row 5 with Caden Ben starting on the outside of him in row 5. 12 drivers entering the final race here this evening. And again, our winner tonight of this event will get the final invite to the championship to win $500 in Ricmotech simulator equipment. And that will take place on December 15th, the third Wednesday of December, of course. We will be back here live on the Simpit to see the top 11 drivers from our championship this year, the 11 winners that won each of the Hotlap Hump Days, January through November, will be going head-to-head in this final round on December 15th to see who can win that $500 in Ricmo bucks from Ricmotech Racing Simulators in Miami, Florida. We appreciate Frank for everything he does for all of the members that come out and join this series. And again, anyone can come out and be a part of the Hotlap Humpday. It is free to come out here and race. This is just a wonderful event that Ricmotech puts on. Obviously is very passionate about sim racing, and he loves bringing things to the racing community out there for all of us sim racers. And of course, this year, boy, did he really go out and above board and putting out $500 in Ricmo dollars for one of these championship drivers, or one of these drivers, and I'm sure they've all had many championships under their belt. Our top 11 winners will be going at it. Here we go. Race 2 tonight. This is it, folks. This will decide the winner and the final invitee into that final championship round.
Are you racing, Robby?
No, I didn't make it.
All right, so I'm going to put it on. Oh, that's right. You pulled out. I'm putting it on leader, most exciting. What do you want?
Yeah, put it on leader, because that's gonna be the big one here for this tonight. So
All right,
put his camera on that, and then keep yours on you, and we'll bounce back and forth.
All right, we're good to go. I believe everything's good to
There
go.
you go.
Yeah. Except I need to watch this screen, not that screen. Oh, Tyler, I don't think you're gonna make it. You'll be able to start from the pits. We're just getting ready to roll out. Oh, look at this! I'm right behind the safety car.
Yeah, you're on pole.
How
Or outside.
fat can my car be?
Remember, drivers, some of these drivers that are in this event with you tonight have already won that championship. I'm not going to say who they are, but keep in mind, you may not have to win this event tonight. This could be a lucky night for any one of you out here on track. So we wish all of you the best of luck. Again, let's keep it clean.
Kevin,
Once
your
that
mic went bad
safety
again.
car drops off,
Yeah.
let's maintain pace car speed.
Did you hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, copy. All right, how we doing?
Good, good.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that was
Ken.
better.
Why do I feel like I'm just gonna get run over?
Don't pull a Robby. Go in and crash the first turn.
I cannot do that.
But you have to take other people out. It doesn't work if you don't.
A solo effort isn't very.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
That is not heroic.
No.
Sketchy track just for the outlap.
Sure, we'll call it that.
Come on, Daddy needs a new T-shirt.
I'd say blocking, or at least running a little offline probably isn't the worst thing. We won't call it blocking.
I'm a little afraid on turn 1.
Again, leader, you are going on iRacing
They
green.
love you.
Maintain
Just
pace
don't-
car speed. Maintain pace car speed until we get to the
You know what I
green.
mean?
Yeah.
Stay on that inside. If you can get to it.
Green, 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 green.
You might get a black flag for that. I don't know.
He might. He might.
I heard the guy say something about waiting on green, so I waited. Well, no, I didn't wait. I waited till it was over.
Yeah, you waited a little longer than green. It was more like...
I never saw green.
I wondered.
David Clymer now trying to maintain that lead here with this inverted grid. Let's see how these leaders do fighting their way through this traffic. Mike Dam still holding down P7. Matt Adams in P6. Both of those drivers 1-2 from race 1. Ryan Highcotter sitting P5. Yukanos P4, Shaun Cole P2.
3.
Oh, Mukanos.
P3, sorry, Sean's P3.
Mukanos just lost it in P4.
Oh, no.
Spun him right out. He rear end stepped out and spit him right off the track.
Oh, Mukanos is down. He is out of our event.
I think he might be hurt. So Highcotter is behind Shaun now. Let's see how long.
Highcotter now. Yep, he moves to P4. Shaun taking a little bit of curve there into turn 1. Sure, that gave him a little bit of a heart palpitation there early on with cold tires. Now coming up into turn 3.
These cars seem to go from cold tires to worn out tires pretty damn fast.
They just fall off, huh? Wow. Yeah, that's difficult. A little bit of pressure now being felt. David Clymer.
Yeah.
Trying to hold off Slissons. Yeah, Slissons is right there behind him.
Laps together. It's not funny though, huh?
Yeah, they have. They've been running together for quite a while. Or Shaun trying to hold on to the back of him there. If he can maintain that
really
gap,
good.
He's doing really well.
Actually, I'm surprised Highcotter and Dam haven't really closed the gap any on the leaders. And Brian's actually got a decent lead on Mike, and Mike's
Brian.
not all over him.
Yep.
My car never gave me second gear.
Caden Ben holding down P6 here. Caden, a very talented driver, coming to us from the Extreme Motorsports Ricmotech Series. Competed in those championships over there on Monday nights. Had some great showings there. Very talented driver. Well, he's putting the heat on Matt Adams now, right up against him to actually taking a look to the outside. Some good rotation now. We're starting to see the field stacking up tight. We knew this was going to happen, Robbie.
Yeah. But honestly, it's not stacked up as much as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, Cole.
Yeah, wait till that slipstream starts kicking in here in about 20 seconds when we come out of turn 10 here. We've got 4 drivers from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th positions, all within 2 car lengths coming out of turn 10 here. Now down onto the final straightaway. Shaun gets a little loose coming out of the final corner, but he's able to reel it in. Holy cow.
That was a tough one there, dude.
You're clear, Shaun. You're clear. Hang on to it, buddy. Hang on to it.
Really good.
Boy, Brian looking to the inside of Shaun Cole. That 39 feeling the pressure now.
He's on your inside, Shaun.
Brian Highcotter on driver's right now. Shaun Cole into turn 4. Oh, and he jumps over into... Brian maintains it. Shaun holds on to it on the outside in the dirt. Brian Highcotter gets just a little bit of a bump there on the back end of Shaun. Shaun went into the braking zone. Swung right there to get his arc into the corner and literally clipped the nose of Brian Highcotter there.
He wiggled a little bit, and it could have been net code. I mean, it was.
It
probably fished out.
Yeah, you wiggled and you clipped his left front.
Incredible car control out of both of those drivers.
Yeah, sorry, Shaun. I didn't know you were going to close the door under braking.
I didn't know I was going to close the door either, Brian. So sorry back.
Yeah, I don't even know what the key word was there. Closed door or under or break.
Look, the guys were going pretty good. I think Shaun stepped out. And
Yeah, I think he just came right just a little bit. Yeah, that's all it was.
Just stepped out.
Yeah, it just stepped out and clipped his nose just a little bit. Yeah.
Because they were already on the entry or past the entry of the corner.
Still in good shape though to make their way back in this field though. Brian making an incredible recovery out of that little incident there and really has himself sitting in 5th place, not far back off of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here.
Well, and 2nd, 3rd, and 4th look like that could develop into something.
Yeah, Mike Dam, Caden Ben, Matt Adams, all 3 of those drivers very talented, very equal in driver talent. And watching David Clymer, look at Clymer tonight in that 242 machine. Holy smokes, is he taking care of business?
Yeah, you put him in the front. He says later.
Wow. Nothing but real estate out there. He is just tearing it up. Matt Adams feeling the pressure now of Caden Ben going down into turn 1 here with 8 minutes, just under 9 minutes rather, remaining. All three of these drivers stacked up pretty tight here. Again, Matt Adams, Caden Ben, and Mike Dam just can't put better talent stacked up together here in this final event. And you can't help but root on David Clymer. David's been coming to these events for years, and here he is leading this group of talent and could actually pull himself into an invitee to this championship tonight. This could be amazing.
I know. And he's running good time. He's running 9 flats.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all he needs to do.
They all did. I mean, mine
yeah.
ran an 8.8, but everyone else has run a 9 flat the last couple laps. I mean,
except Shaun running off the track wide at every opportunity.
Oh, no, Shaun. There's no more inversions, Shaun. You got to get it done now.
I think my car is a little injured from that.
so Climbers kept pace with pack behind him.
Shit.
The last 3 laps.
Yep. 7.5 minutes remaining here in our second race tonight. As the drivers head down into this very tricky brake zone, coming out of turn 4 into 5. Be heading into the Dragon Tail section here. Ooh, Matt Adams gets a little bit loose under braking there, stepping that back end out to the right. Now into the Dragon Tail section. No, I don't. I think you're fine. You're fine, Shaun. I think your car is fine. Oh, we have a driver around there. Who was that? Let me take a look here.
Nicholas.
Oh, Nicholas Parsenio. Yep, Nicholas struggling a little bit out here this evening.
Yeah.
But Nicholas doing a great job though to get into this final event. This is Nicholas's first time joining us here on the Hotlap Humpday. Sorry to see that his second race after qualifying and getting all the way into the second event, not having the best showing that he'd like to see here tonight. But congratulations to him for his first event, making it that far. Oh, Morano goes deep into 1. He finds himself now trying to recover. There you go, Shaun. Go get him, buddy. Blood in the water, as they say, right?
Ooh, he's having some trouble.
Boy, second.
Oh, no. Morano goes off the next corner. Oh, the poor guy's just having a really difficult time here. Such a strong driver, too. He's really been dedicated to this series this year. And out here running in all these events. Appreciate him being a part of the series.
Boy, Shaun's got some pretty cool wheels, I gotta say.
I tell you, man, his car looks dandy. I think he gets the paint livery of the night, man.
Looking at it.
That is a beauty. Brian Highcotter now coming out of turn 10, down that front straightaway, doing everything he can to fight his way back into that slipstream and to work his way back up to that front group. I mean, you're talking 4 cars now stacked up tight. David Clymer now has lost that gap that he had. But if he was able to maintain it before, if he can widen that car a little bit, he may be able to hold on to this win this last 5 minutes. I'm going to say 4 laps remaining. Coming down into turn 4 now. Heavy on the brakes. Oh, he's got a move on the inside from Matt Adams. And there goes Caden Ben to the inside of Clymer as well. Clymer drops back to 3rd. Here comes Mike Dam on the outside of Clymer now through 7. What a beautiful move into turn 5 there by Matt Adams and Caden Ben. Caden making a move to the inside as well. Both of those drivers now trying to stretch it out. Caden picks up a little bit of grass. Taking some daisies with him now, heading down into turn 10. Matt Adams sees nothing but daylight ahead of him, and he is chasing it. Mike Dam now sliding up into the slipstream of Clymer. He's going to look to the inside. Clymer flashes his brakes and lets him go on by. He knows these top 3 drivers are going to final out this top 4 minutes here of this event. Who is going to take home this race 2 invitee to the championship.
Wow, good run up front. Really good run up front.
Coming out of turn 3 here, up over that hill, across that little sand runoff, now down into 4, hitting that heavy brake zone. This is where the move took place on the last lap. We saw Climber drop 2 positions coming into this corner. Top 3 now stacking up pretty tight. Mike Dam getting really close up to Caden Ben now through this Dragon Tail section. Now through 7, through 8 now, into the right-hander of 9. Matt Adams doing an amazing job, stretching out 8 car lengths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got Caden pushing hard, and he made a couple mistakes. And Mike is so classy, he's not going to push it, so it just kind of took him back a little. Mike might make a move here pretty quick.
Yep, Mike closing right up on the rear end of Caden,
right
down
there.
into turn 1. Mike gets a nice move to the inside. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Didn't get it.
Half a car length behind Caden Ben. He's looking to the inside, heading up into turn 3. Let's see if he can get something done out of 3. He gets a good run off the corner. Let's see if he can get a move down into 4. Here we go. That overtaking spot may shine once again. Caden protects the inside. Mike just drops right in behind his bumper, nearly 5 feet away.
That's a tight race.
Into 7 now. Out of 7, coming out of the Dragon Tail through 8. Oh, Mike's right up on the bumper here of Caden, coming into turn 9 now.
How many laps you think? 2 minutes? 2 more
2
laps?
laps. There'll be 2 laps remaining. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, Mike gets a little bit of curb coming out of the final corner, but he gets a good run. He's up in the draft.
You got a strong run.
1 car length, half a car length. Let's see if he makes a move to the
He's
inside. He
doing it.
does.
He's doing it.
He's heavy on the brakes, down to the inside of Caden, Ben to the inside. They're side by side through the apex. Caden gives him room. Mike Dam gets a nice run up on the inside, staggers the back end, pulls up in front of Caden Ben. He gets the move done into P2.
I'll tell you, Caden really did a good job through that. He didn't give up nothing.
He didn't give up anything. He knew the
And he
position may
almost
go
held
away,
it
but he
down.
stayed right with him. Yep.
Well, yeah. He almost got him back, actually.
It's one thing to let a driver through. It's another thing to let the driver through and stay glued to their back
I
end.
know. That was very I got to say, I was impressed with that. Caden did there.
Coming through the Dragon Tail here, coming out of 7, out of 8. Now into 9. Caden now back 2 car lengths off of Mike Dam. Mike Dam giving everything he can now. This will be white flag this time by. He will have 1 lap to move up into Matt Adams' rear mirror.
I don't understand why Caden just doesn't turn on the police lights though and pull Mike over.
Yeah, watching Caden out there in that police livery.
You'd have thought he would have just said,
I have a feeling we're going to see a blue light here coming into turn 5.
ooh, Caden drove it a little deep.
Ooh, boy, got right up on the back
right
end.
there. Caden and Mike both broke the same spot. Mike makes it right on the apex, and Caden, you can tell,
Yep.
couldn't
Just-
keep it on the apex.
Yep, just trying to fumbling
Like
his
all the
way
rest
through the
of us.
corner. Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Frick.
That is one talent Mike Dam has always had. His ability to brake late and just drop that car right into the belly of the apex is just sickening to watch. Mike Dam has closed up from 14 car lengths back to 6 car lengths in this final lap as they come out of the Dragon Tail. Matt Adams has a shot at going into the final championship here with a 10 car length gap out of 9. Coming down the short chute here under the walkway, heading into turn 10. Matt Adams is going to be our final invitee as he's approaching the line. A big round of applause for Matt Adams heading to the championship for that $500 Ricmotech Racing Simulator prize.
All right. Wow, that was a pretty good race, actually.
Good race, good race.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, we were alone for most of that one. And I'm pouring in sweat.
a move going down into P5.
I
Kane
bet.
then follows him on the move and takes over P1 and 2. And what a finish. Matt Adams, what a race.
Let's go to this keyboard.
December 15th.
Matt
we will
Adams.
watch the final 11 drivers go head-to-head to win that $500 Ricmotech Racing Simulator prize. We want to send a big thank you out to all of you drivers first and foremost for coming out here. We thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Frank thanks you. All the team at Ricmotech, a big thanks to them, all of their efforts to put this event on every year, and of course this year, putting up that $500 prize.
Thank you, Alex.
We send a big thanks to Frank and all of the team at Ricmotech.
Sixth place.
A big thanks to
Considering
Shaun
the
Cole and
competition,
everybody at
I'm
Simpit.
okay
Thanks
with that.
so much, guys, for coming out, putting on this broadcast
you did really
throughout
good.
the year. You guys just do an amazing
You had
job.
a major
We
save.
really appreciate it. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch the broadcast tonight, go back and take a look at it. It was pretty exciting out here tonight at Summit Point Raceway. We want to thank Brian Highcotter, Robby Unser, both of our pro drivers coming up into the booth here with us tonight. Big thanks to both of them for joining us all season along for all of these qualifying events. And a big thanks to Matt Adams for winning this event tonight. Matt, we look forward to taking you along with 10 other drivers as they all go head-to-head here on December 15th. We appreciate each and every one of you coming out. Big thanks to everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been great. Look forward to seeing all of you for the championship.
I got to give Matt, he had a good burnout too.
Yeah, he did a beautiful burnout, no doubt. What a race tonight.
I just completely took the track away from.
That was absolutely
Brian.
amazing. What an event. A move that took place in turn 5 with 2 laps to go.
Passing a win over a famous YouTuber, but no.
I'm just watching it now, Sean. That was a really good save.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, both
Yeah,
you
see, I
guys.
mean,
Holy
you guys
cow.
were so close. You were gonna make it, and then you just stepped, Sean.
Yeah, I just never turned in.
You guys.
I just came over. I just was like, "Oh well, are you there?" Because I guess I'm gonna go for my normal spot before I turn in. I just like I don't remember turning the wheel right, but apparently I sure did. Cause
I know. I was watching your car, and then all of a sudden,
I don't think so. I think you just did a Max Verstappen there. You just forgot to turn in.
Went straight. Yeah.
a Max Verstappen.
Even though your spotter was telling you car on the inside, by the way. But, yeah.
That's a good one, Brian.
Very close, Nicholas.
Yeah, that was pretty. I see where that. Okay.
Well,
My end originally
had
it
you
looked like you
momentarily,
stepped,
but
she
then I
didn't
did a
step out.
boo-boo.
All right. Do we know? Okay, so yeah, do we know who is in?
Yeah, in fact, Frank,
I
you
know.
have the list
I
in
know,
front
I
of
know,
you.
I know.
Yeah,
Me.
Frank's here.
me. Let's bring in Mr. Frank Rico to give us that rundown on all of the drivers that have qualified for this final championship on December 15th. Who are they, Frank?
So we have back in January, Ulrich
Pudekli. Yeah, Pudeklis. Yeah, Pudekli or Pudeklis, one or the other.
Yep, so I apologize for butchering that. Back in February, Elvis Rankin. After that, Andrew Schlissen. Then Nicholas Lukanos. Back in May, Mike Dam.
Yep.
In June, our very own Shaun Cole. Congrats.
Hey, Sean, congrats, buddy.
In July, Kevin Burrows.
Nice.
Followed by Brian Highcotter. In September, it was Alessandro De Tullio. Last month was Nicholas Simonson. And, of course, today, Mike Adams.
Or Matt Adams. Matt Adams.
I'm sorry, Matt Adams, yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Matt Adams. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations to all 11 of those drivers. I mean, they all bring a lot of heat with them, Sean. In fact, you, Brian, you guys are going to have your hands full, it seems. These guys are pretty talented.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna have to go into double secret training for this one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We might have to have a second of the month Wednesday where we all get ready for that third Wednesday, right?
Yeah. I gotta start doing push-ups and dropping 15 pounds right now, preparing for the event.
That's right. That's right.
Gotta get in game shape. So no,
game shape. I love it. Yeah, brings a whole new meaning to game face, doesn't it?
No, it should be really fun though. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a lot of competition building up to this one, and a lot of really, really good races. So everybody who's in there, I have to admit, I did not win the June event. There is a
How do you mean?
There is an addendum. There's a asterisk. There's a rule in the rule book that says if an existing winner wins, then the next placed driver gets it.
That's right.
And I believe Mike Dam. It might have been Mike Dam who won 2 months in a row, and I came in second and got.
You came in second, but
lucked my way into the.
That's
final
okay.
event.
Hey, that's okay.
An invite's an invite.
That's right. That's right. You bet. Yep.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
No,
Yep.
I just have to keep it real with my audience, though, just so they know I know.
Yep, that's right. A clear conscience is a good night's rest.
But nonetheless, I will look forward to it, and I don't know. I've had some good runs, so I on my best day I can kind of hang with those guys at time. I mean, today I was watching this race from like 8 seconds back. Well, wait, 7 seconds back, and then 8 seconds, and then 9 seconds back. But I could see them just up ahead, the whole group of them. So.
Yep.
Hopefully,
wow.
Yeah, like I said, double secret training behind the scenes. I'm gonna have to.
Yep. I love it.
Do we know the showdown? Do we know how it's gonna play out in the?
Just like every hot lap.
Yep.
It's a surprise.
Okay. Well,
Yep. Yeah. It'll be just like all of the other ones.
So
a surprise.
My new thing is just going to be random cars and tracks every night in test mode, just in case.
There you go. That's right. Every company. Yeah, you and Brian can just spend the next 30 days doing every single combination possible.
Brush up on every car, every track. Yeah.
Every track. Yep. There you go. Yep.
Or
it's called the Hotlap Humpday training program.
Hire me a coach. I'm gonna.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
All right. Awesome. You guys, that was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody who's here. Frank Rico, I'm going to play the video while I go through my thank yous.
Turn the music off of the video.
Yep. Sorry. Off.
That's okay. That way you'll have your VO over it.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, I want to thank Frank Rico for putting these events on, putting $500 on the line. Next month it all plays out, which is really exciting. I want to thank Kevin Ford, who's been on the mic at nearly every event and is always exciting to listen to. I'm sitting there driving on that race just appreciating your commentary as I'm driving along. I definitely got to thank Brian Heitcotter for coming in and at times showing us how it's done. Robby Unser, of course, for being there and sharing his wisdom and having a good time with us every month. So it's always a blast. Tonight seemed extra fun for me. I don't know why. I just had a really, really good time doing it today. And maybe it's just the build-up and setup for next month. So thank you all. Thank you, my cast of characters, for this great event. Thank you to all the participants who've participated all season long, because the next one's going to be a little more exclusive. But thank you. Third Wednesday of next month, it'll be the season finale, Hotlap Humpday, final edition for 2021. Thank you all so much. And thank you for watching. Thank you for racing. Thank you to all the guys on my team here. This is the Simpit. We are Hotlap Humpday, and we'll all see you on the track.